think we're live. Hey, everybody. Happy Friday, Crypto on the Rocks. We got Badel here with us to start the weekend off. So let's start off with the cheers. All right. Yeah,
cheers.
There you go. There you go. All right, we got some people already. Wow. 100 Air, welcome, sir. Yes, let's do this thing. Yes, thank you. I am live. Okay. I appreciate that. You know, technical difficulties, and the more I drink, sometimes more technical difficulties. So it is what it is. What it is. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody ready for the weekend or what? Automatic Beats in the house. Yes, welcome, sir. Welcome, Mike. Wow, welcome. Appreciate you being here tonight. I know it's probably getting late on your end of things, so appreciate you being here. Thank you, sir. No, I'm not looking it up tonight there, but yes. Little things, you know what I'm saying?
I keep seeing people talking about GameStop and AMC again, and people are still buying into that, and I'm like, I really want to, but I feel you could make money, but I feel like you already had your chance. And
well, they pushed it up really high last time. They're nowhere near what they did last time. I mean, who knows, you know?
yeah, and there's like all these other stocks that people are talking about, and I'm like, you know what? No, I'm more of a crypto guy at this point. Like,
I hear that.
If I'm gonna throw a couple $100 at something, it's gonna be in crypto, not the stock market.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's strictly up to Wall Street. That's all that is. If you're gonna play that game. And guys, I'm gonna put the link. Whoever wants to join in the live chat. So go ahead and click that link. Come on back. Join Badel and I here. I appreciate that. We're gonna look at the markets in a minute. Right now, I am. Come on. Wow, an error occurred. I'm having some technical difficulty. StreamYard's not liking me tonight. It doesn't look like. I'm gonna try putting that link out again. Looks like it might have gone out to YouTube, but not Facebook. Oh, there it goes. All right, there we go. Because I can see I've already got some people on Facebook. Lots of people chiming in on YouTube. Appreciate everybody being here. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. And we're gonna keep going on, keeping on. First, let me get over to. Well, you know what? Are you on Twitter, Fatal?
I have X, but I'm not really on it. I mean, I maybe browse it for 5 minutes every month.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
So originally, like when I got Twitter and all that other nonsense,
yep,
it was mainly back in the last bull run when a lot of giveaways you had to, be on Twitter and get an extra entry. So I just did that. And then, like when I had my business a few years ago, I had Twitter for them or for my business, and I tried that, but it was just like I already work fucking way too much that I can't. All these other platforms, no, I can't do it.
I get it.
So I have them, but I really care less about them.
Yep. You're on them when you're on them. Yeah, I get it. Well, I asked because I'm glad I started kind of trying to log in early tonight because I've had issues all the way across the board here. But I've been probably like most people trying to sign into that using twitter.com. You can't use that. And if you do, it automatically redirects you now to x.com. And when I went to sign in, I had to like reset everything because now it's only obviously allowing logins from x.com. So, and I just checked on my phone. It logged me out. I got to re-log in everything. So I didn't know if anybody else had experienced that today. I didn't know if you did either, if you were on X. Because that's a today thing. Because yesterday I was doing it the old way.
Typically, every time I log into one of those other social media platforms, I have to reset my password because I don't remember it anyways. So
well, and that's so
that's
funny
how often I'm on those.
Yep, I'm on Twitter every day, but I admit it, I have like the auto login, so it remembers it for me because I don't remember the freaking thing. And that came back to bite me in the ass today because I forgot to write it down somewhere last time I changed it. And so I had to change it again today. I was smart enough to at least write it down this
Yeah, I got a whole notebook of username and passwords, but it's also you got to like be able to decipher them.
Gotcha. 100 Air saying he lost audio. I can hear you, Badel. I'm assuming you can hear me because you're answering me.
Right.
Let me just check my settings here real quick just to make sure. Audio. According to this, my audio is going out fine. I'm gonna I'm getting readings on the meter, so it looks like everything's going out okay. Okay, well, okay, I appreciate you saying that. Looks as far as I can see, 100 Air looks good on my end. Mike is saying audio is okay for him. Appreciate that, Mike. Thank you.
I muted Streamlabs and I went to YouTube and unmuted, and I could hear us, but I also heard an echo.
That might be because of the way you were doing. I don't know. Who knows? As long as they can hear us and understand us.
I'm still a beginner at this, so that's why I made sure to mute this before I turned on YouTube, because I know it would create an echo. But as soon as I heard the echo, I was like, nope, all right. Enough.
Yeah, well, at least we got something coming out anyway. And Mike, I love Mike over here. X by Miss Elon Musk. Not the most rich person in the world. Yeah. Right. Exactly. I don't know. Still, I don't know. My humble opinion, still better off than when it was with Dorsey. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe we'll go down that rabbit hole a little bit later. But
I mean, I don't even know what's really been happening in the crypto world in the last month or so since I've been on here last, because I've just been so busy. I mean, it's either red or green, and Solana's up to almost, it was close to 170 yesterday or today.
I was going to say, it dropped back down. But they had a pump back up yesterday into today. Hang on, I'm going to bring the markets up now. Let me just hit the refresh here, and we'll go take a look. Man, while we're here, we might as well look. So look at this Bitcoin. When I was doing my live stream Wednesday, Bitcoin was like barely in that 63 range, and that was after it came up from like barely hanging on to 61K. And right here, look at this, up 9.7% in the last 7 days, which is actually technically like the last 3 days. 66,772. That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good for Bitcoin. We'll see if it ends up, dumping afterward. What's this? DPIM world is growing. Yeah, you're right, Mike. And I've decided, seeing Mike brought this up. Remember, the DCA portfolio that you guys are going to vote on today is for the first half of 2024, and that changes starting in June. So you guys are going to be voting. I'm putting together the list of DPINs. I'm going to go with DPIN projects for the second half of 2024. And that was a suggestion. I know you weren't here, Badel, but that was a suggestion a few people made a couple of streams back, because I asked what they wanted to see in this next cycle that they could vote on. And DPINs was one of the suggestions, and I think that's a good suggestion, frankly. What do you think, seeing you're here this time?
I still don't even know much about the DeFi projects, so this whole DPIN is a minute into my life at this point. Like, I've never heard of a DPIN project up until you put Mike's chat on the screen. So I really? Have no idea.
It's it stands for decentralized physical infrastructure networks, if my memory serves correct. Basically, it's taking like IoT stuff. So like I'm guessing you might have seen some of Jar's videos, for example, where he does the weather miner and that kind of thing, the Hive miner, all those are DPIN projects. So they're taking the physical world, bringing into the blockchain world, and they're being run on certain things. DPIN.
I mean, I was looking into some of them weather miners like 2-3 years ago.
Yep.
That's like, now that they're getting popular again, I'm like, maybe I should have bought one for like $200-$300 last bull run, and just hodled all those coins.
I know you'd be all sitting pretty. You'd be all sitting pretty. Well, that's.
I mean, I had a chance at Hive Mapper when they were still in beta. And nobody was talking about them, and I was like, dude, you want that much for this? Like, where's it gonna go? And then all of a sudden,
and look at it now. Yeah, and the future of it too. I mean,
and the people that got in around the time I did, they're fucking 50, 60, 100K up.
See, and here's Mike. You should, he said. There you go. And yeah, we're gonna definitely have deep pins as one of those next the latter half of 2024 that you guys are going to be voting on. Like I said, I'm putting the list together and you guys are going to vote. We're going to narrow it down to like about 5 of them. And then we'll put that as part of the crypto portfolio for the next cycle. But let's zip back to the markets here. Hang on one second. Where's my I'm working on it. I'm having technical. There we go. Technical difficulties. There it is. All right, let's keep going. We got Ethereum just over 3K. I mean, it just made it over 3K when I was doing my live stream the other day. So there was a good buying opportunity there for about a week with Ethereum for those who wanted to stack some bags of ETH. BNB still looking steady.
I thought you were gonna go with the next one. I was like, hell yeah, let's go Solana.
Yeah. Well, I'm stopping there. I like BNB though. 580. You can't beat that. But let's stop at Solana because I know I got Solana fans in here. Solana. When I was on the last live stream, when I was doing my last live stream, I think Solana was like $140, something stupid like that. So that was literally 2 days ago. So it's gone up like what is that? Almost $30 in 2 days. That's crazy.
I originally was buying Solana at $25. And I sold some of it when it hit 200, and then I bought back in at 150.
Yep.
So my okay bag of Solana, I'm hoping it goes at least 300-400 next bull run.
I think it's easily going to do that if you ask me.
Yeah, and then all these Solana meme coins are just pumping like crazy.
Oh my god, yeah.
And it's crazy because if you know anything about Solana, like a year ago, everybody hated Solana because the network would stall out or it get congested and then I'd have to pause the blockchain and this, that, and everybody hated it. But it's like now everybody's making all this money on these meme coins on the Solana chain. And it's like you hated it a year ago. Now you're making a truckload full of money and now you love it. Like, what is it?
Yeah, well, yeah, and you just hit the nail on the head. I mean, a lot of these new meme coins on Solana are because of this whole Roaring Kitty GME thing. Matter of fact, I think GME and AMC are 2 new meme coins on Solana. And you want to know what? Solana, I said this, I think, on Wednesday or something, because we talked about Solana and these meme coins on Matrix Money on Tuesday. And then Wednesday I was saying, I'm like, you know what? Solana is basically the new Ethereum. Everybody's throwing their shit coin on freaking Solana at this point, Well,
I mean, Ethereum was a thing, the last few years, but then the network fees and the gas fees
Yep.
It got so high. Okay, you're trying to send $60, but it's going to cost you 20. So to send 60, you're only going to receive 40. And it's like, and that's, and it's kind of like Bitcoin since Cardinals. It's like
Ordinals,
Ordinals, yeah. Like now the Bitcoin transaction fees are crazy.
Yeah, they've been up and down. I actually sent some Bitcoin the other day, like 2-3 days ago, and it wasn't bad. It was actually tolerable to send some Bitcoin. Main chain I'm talking about, and but that, like you said, that can change like that because of ordinals and other shit they're building on Bitcoin.
Like I'm mining on NiceHash at the moment with a few GPUs, and it's like to send my Bitcoin, it's like 12 to 15% of the value to send it. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just sit there and hold it.
Exactly. And then move it when you got.
I may regret it later, but I may, regret myself if I do it right now.
Yep. No, I don't blame you. That's exactly what I would do. I mean, I get it. Not your keys, not your coin shit, but like at that point, if the fees are too high, you got to just suck it up and just what's the lesser of two evils,
Right.
All right, let's keep going. We got XRP at about 52 cents. That's up a little bit from the other day. What else we got? Doge, 15.5 cents for those who are Doge fans. Whoops. Cardano is back up to 48 cents, up 8% in the last 7 days, 5% today alone.
Let's go ADA.
There you go. AVAX looking pretty good. Look at this, almost 10% in the last 7 days. I mean, I think when I last was live, it was like below $30 or pretty close. I'm like, whew, here we go. Let's see. How about Chainlink? I'll tell you what, even up 20% in the last 7 days, I think this is still a good buy for Chainlink. You know,
I made a lot of money at last bull run on Chainlink.
Yep.
I wanted to hold some of it, but it was just didn't look all that promising. They weren't really doing much, so I sold it all. And yeah, last 7 days up 20%. I wish I would have just held on to some of it.
I know, and just slowly peated it back. Hey, Paperclip, welcome, sir. Welcome. Appreciate you being here, sir.
You gonna join us tonight, Paperclip?
Oh, we'll see. See if Paperclip's gonna come on. Link is in the description, by the way. Anybody who wants to join in, go ahead, click it. Matter of fact, you know what? I'll put it in again because it's probably gotten buried with some of the conversation going on in the chat. So give me a second. Put that back in there. People come on and join. If you're on Twitter, for those who are on Twitter, I put the link on my profile. Go ahead and click that, and then you can join in. You'll end up in the back end here, and I'll bring you on. Oh, Paperclip saying he just got home from work. I get it, man. Get settled, get some food in you, maybe a drink or two. Cheers, by the way. And then you can come join us. You know what? Beto, let's put this up here now and get rid of this. Let's get people voting here. For those who are new, because I got a pretty good amount of people here. I don't know who's new, who's not. If you're new, every Friday, Crypto on the Rocks, I try to show you how you can dollar cost average into cryptocurrency using as little as $25 a week. Of that $25 every week, I take 15 and put it into Bitcoin. And then you guys decide what we're going to dollar cost average into with the other $10. And every 6 months, I change the portfolio. So up until the end of this month, this is the portfolio. We're doing Web3, P2E, gaming, that kind of thing. So you get to choose what we're going to vote for. And here's your options. Ethereum, Beam, Sandbox, Mana, Gala, and Axie Infinity. So put whatever one you want, whatever your vote is, in the live chat, and I will record the vote, and we'll see what the winner is by the end. If you're watching on Twitter, put it in the comments of the live stream, and yeah, I will go and record that before we are done. And 100 Air, right in with it. Look at this. Beam. He wants the beam. Beam it is. Let me record that. There we go. What about you, Betel? What do you want to vote for tonight? Oh, there it is. It just popped up in the chat. Gotcha. Awesome. All right, so we get and I'm gonna have to show everybody. I know you're like, I don't know, hate yourself for it, but hey, you know what? There's still a possibility. It's been around for a while. I think it's gonna do okay in this cycle. I think it'll do all right. All right, everybody. So again, put your votes in the live chat. I appreciate that. Again, Ethereum, Beam, Sandbox, Mana, which is Decentraland, Gala, and Axie Infinity. So go ahead, put your vote in there.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
It's okay. No worries. I was
gonna say I was in the Sandbox when it first came around, and I wanted to do the whole metaverse thing that they offer and play the game and everything, but I didn't. I just bought the coin, made some money, and then I sold it, and pretty sure I'm going to regret not buying back in, but
well, hey, you can't, unless you've got a lot of money, you can't be investing in everything. You got to pick and choose. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, so when I got into crypto in 2020, well, actually late 2019, yeah, there was 2 or 3,000 projects, but there was 50 that everybody was talking about. Now you got DeFi, and tonight for the first time I heard about DPIN, and now you got probably 50,000 different things you can invest in.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Got to get.
And I know that like diversity is the key, because you only need one to do good if you're invested in 50. But I mean, those 50 may not even cut it anymore because there's so many out there that it's like,
yep,
do you
got to do a little bit of research.
Everything and call it a day, or do you put $50 and do say 1,000 different projects and hope you do good? Like,
I think, you know, that's a great question. I think that has a lot to do with how much money you got to blow. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're like most of us, you know, who don't have like all kinds of extra cash to be blowing, my thing would be do your research and put it in a small few and then fill those bags. And then, you know, if you got a little bit of extra here or there, you get a bonus or something, who the hell knows, then degen into some of this other stuff, bag here, bag there, and see what spikes. That's, again, I guess I should put that up there. You know, not financial advice, but my humble opinion. Guys, feel free, put your opinions inside of the chat here. Paperclip is saying DPIN is king. I like it. And hey, Paperclip, I know you weren't here, but DPIN, I decided DPIN is definitely going to be for the next cycle for the DCA portfolio. So starting in June, I'm putting together a list. You guys are going to be able to vote and narrow it down starting next week. So DPIN is king, at least here on Crypto on the Rocks. 100 Air saying I'll probably jump in the stream later. Going to take care of some things first. Yeah, Wallace. Hey, brother, I appreciate it. Whenever you can get in here, super. I appreciate the fact that you even take the time and to give us a listen. So thanks. All right. I know we keep kind of bouncing back and forth here, but let's go.
It's all good.
Yeah, let's keep going. Let's see what else the market's got here.
I'm just happy to be here. It's been probably at least a month since. No, it's been 5 weeks since I got on last.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's been at least.
I was gonna join a month ago, but it was my birthday, and I was just, that was a long weekend.
It's all right. You gotta celebrate. I get it. I get it. Let's see. Litecoin back up to over $80, 84.15. You know, I like Litecoin for what it's meant to be used for. Spend it to buy shit and save your damn Bitcoin. What else we got here? Pepe, I'll tell you what, you know, we were talking about like some of the meme coins and stuff like that. Pepe was one of those outliers that, thanks to the whole Roaring Kitty and GME thing, really soared. I mean, like earlier this week, Pepe was up like, I don't know, 50% or something like that. Even now, 7 days in
the last 7 days, it's up 21.5%. I mean, that's
I know. It's crazy. Look at it. I mean, I think Pepe was only 3 digits here. Now it's what do you got here? 0010. Wow, 1017. And again, guys, I've literally had one beer. This is beer number 2, so it's only going to get worse. Cheers. Yeah.
Yeah. Stop cheersing.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going because what the hell, man? You know. Hey, Tech Man.
Yeah, it's just for me. I'm trying to cut myself off for the liquor, so it's only beer only for me.
Gotcha.
So,
hey, nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna keep the beer tonight. I've done a little liquor during the week. You know, I probably shouldn't admit that out there, but it is what it is. So Tech Man, welcome. Link is in the description. I mean, in the description. Well, it's in the chat if you want to join in. Always appreciate you joining in when you can. And don't forget to vote. In fact, you know what? We had a few more people jump in. I can see by the numbers here. Let's just refresh this again. You guys get to vote what we're going to dollar cost average into this for the rest of this month. Matter of fact, the end of this month, that's it. And then we're changing up beginning of June. You get to vote for Web3 P2E. So Ethereum, Beam, Sandbox, Mana, or Decentraland, Gala, Axie Infinity. Put your vote inside the live chat, and if you're on Twitter, stick it in the comments, and I'll go grab it afterward.
So if you're live on YouTube, I'd like to know a little bit more about that, because then I can, join your page and share it out also.
Yes, I am live on YouTube.
Maybe get some of my coworkers or whatever in here just to chit chat.
Sure. If you go to my page on YouTube, my channel, it should automatically, as soon as you get there, should say live now or whatever. And if you click on that link, once it pops up, there'll be a thing right below it that says share. It'll give you the link to share it. Let me see if I can. Oh, Paperclip is in the house. Welcome,
guys. Sup, buds?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Not too bad. I just decided to put on a clean shirt, and that was my, getting ready for the stream.
that was the getting ready for the stream. All right, cool.
So I collect female celebrity shirts, and I had this Rachel McAdams shirt custom made for me.
Hang on. Let's see. Go ahead. Show everybody again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Nice. All right.
Is it, and like I'm a metalhead, so like it kind of has like a metal look to it with the font. Nice.
Nice. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I'm trying to what the hell just happened here? Go ahead, you guys keep chatting. I'm trying to just pull this up here real quick so I can show Badal.
I'll try to search for you on Facebook, but the new Meta AI had to input their own opinion, and
of course
I didn't get what I wanted.
Well, are you trying to grab the link from Facebook or YouTube? I was bringing it up on YouTube. I thought you wanted.
No, I don't know my password for Facebook. I'm on a laptop, so I'd have to reset it. But I went on my phone and searched you.
Yep.
But the Ask Meta AI.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah.
Crypto coin mindset was just not something it's familiar with. I guess I don't know.
It is AI, so anyway. But
I don't know why they had to do that Meta AI when there was a perfectly good search bar that
exactly that worked just fine
in the first place.
It worked just damn fine. And Techman saying he's drinking some Crown. Good for you, brother. I'm keeping it to the beer tonight, though. Beer tonight. Cheers, there, Techman.
Beer's always safe.
Exactly.
Like,
hey, Techman, you can still get on before it kicks in.
Yeah. That's
like
right.
sometimes you'll mix yourself some like hard liquor, and then all of a sudden it tidal waves on you. But like beer, you can kind of like steady yourself out.
So I love Fireball and Budweiser. Make a long story short, and there used to be a guy named Savage Mine, God rest his soul. He used to do Fireball Fridays.
Okay.
And this guy I work with, who's like the quality control guy, he loves Fireball, but Busch Light.
Okay.
And I was telling him, I was like, I met this guy a few years ago through crypto that loves Fireball, but he turned me on to like Fireball and chocolate milk.
Oh,
like,
I'm sorry. That just don't sound good.
Yeah, that sounds disgusting. Holy!
I'm gonna tell you though, it sounds disgusting, but it's actually really fucking good. You just gotta figure out the ratio.
Yeah,
because it goes down like chocolate milk, but it hits you like a fucking fireball shot does. It's fucking delicious. Like when he told me about it, like Stay Savage. I mean, that's all about him.
Nice.
It was. I would have never guessed it tasted so good, but it does.
Yeah, that just doesn't even sound. Wow. Okay, I'll take your word for it, man. I'll take your word for it.
So if you like Fireball, try Fireball with some chocolate milk.
Nice. Your channel is no longer about crypto. It's about
alcohol. That's right.
Alcohol and different mixes.
It was only a few minutes. You've been live for 30. All right, so 1/5, 1/6 of the time.
Hey, listen, this can go any which way. It doesn't matter to me. I'm easy to please. Badal, I'm putting the link for the Facebook link in the private chat, so you'll be able to see that. And I'm gonna go grab the help me, the YouTube link. Matter of fact, I'll show you how to do that just so you can know for the future. Hang on. Oh crap, wrong button. Right here. So
my problem is too many devices.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm trying to click on the link on my laptop when I'm like, yeah, I can't even do that.
So when you come to my channel, see how it says I'm live right now? If you click that, it'll take you to this live stream. So when you come to my channel, see how it says, I gotta shut that down, otherwise we're gonna get all kinds of reverb here. And then right below that, as you scroll down right here, share. You click copy, and that's the link.
Nice.
So I'm gonna put that. I'll make it easy for you. I'll put that in here just so you have it. And I know a few of you have shared it out. Techman shared it out. I appreciate that. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate everybody being here. Guys, don't forget you got to vote. Let's see. What do we got here? Here we go. We got some drinking going on here. The casino has an AI hostess now when booking room. Are you shitting me? Really? Wow. AI is into everything. I guess that's playing off when you were talking about the meta AI. Every time I try Streamlabs, it crashes. I don't know. I don't know. They just got bought up.
That Facebook link in live chat.
I can
get it from there on my phone, but I can't do
the private one. Okay, hang on 1 second.
I mean, I could, but I might have an echo. I don't know.
Oh, look at this. Milk and liquor sounds dangerous.
It is dangerous because it tastes delicious, and then it just hits you on the wrong side.
Well, what's that drink called? It's the Russian one. He drinks them in the Big Lebowski. What's that drink called?
It's got milk in it. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I cannot think of the name because I love it. But I cannot think of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those things that just pop in my head. Hey,
randomly later.
Hey, Crypto Mindset. I wanted to ask you a question.
Sure.
We should set up a live stream, and we should do it outside of Crypto on the Rocks. Maybe a day, one of the days on the weekend.
Okay.
I have a package that I am setting up for you. And then once that package is sent to you, we can do like a little live stream together, and I think it would be good.
Oh, that's great. We'll plan it. Absolutely. Whenever you want. Weekends are a little tough for me because I got a lot of family things on the weekend, but I guess of those days, probably Saturday would be the better of them, later in the day kind of thing. Usually I get all the baseball games, grandkids stuff out of the way earlier in the day. So except for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going out with a couple of my brothers, my son, and there may or may not be drinking involved, as well as some clam boils and all that kind of stuff for those
that sounds like a good time.
It will be. I promise you that. One way or the other.
I freaking love clams. They are so good.
Oh my god, they're delicious. I'll tell you, that's the one fortunate. I'm in New England, so it's like the one seafood. One fortunate thing. I love it. You can get it fresh. Literally, drive right to the dock, get it. You know what I mean? I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'm Canadian, so I don't even know where New England is. So,
boy, where about in Canada?
Where am I? I'm from the West Coast. I'm BC.
West. Okay. Well, we're complete opposite end. We're more like Montreal end for you. Like if you were to go south from there, that's New England.
Nice.
What's this say? Tech Man saying, I miss Savage. He always wanted to help anyone. You guys would have been good friends. Yeah, well, I think it was Beetle was just talking about Savage. Sorry to, yeah, I get it. Hey, you know what? It's all right. I got a whole bunch of new friends right now. Oh, look at this guy. He's getting his fire going right now. I love it. Wait, let's bring it up full screen. Hey, we can watch him do his fire. Get that. See, you don't just talk crypto here on Crypto on the Oh crap. I love it. If maybe I'll do a Crypto on the Rocks from Fire live from the live fireside Crypto on the Rocks. All right, we'll figure that out. Got to make sure I got enough Wi-Fi. That's the problem. Because StreamYard is Wi-Fi intensive, which is why I actually use Hardwire, because it's just, other than that, it'll crash. But come on, get that fire going there, Beetle.
Nice.
It's getting there.
Crypto mindset.
Just the person that started it isn't really attending to it, so I had to do something.
That's it. Blame her. That's gonna get you in trouble later.
I didn't blame her. I just said that person.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still like 84 degrees out here, so we really don't need the heat, but
yeah, but the fire's nice. I get it. I understand.
It's a nice little ambiance.
Yes.
One of these times, you'll see the flames reflecting off the siding of the garage.
Nice. I was gonna ask
maybe I'll turn on the party lights on the porch.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead, Clip. Go.
Okay, I was gonna ask you, since you're in New England, have you ever reached out to New England crypto?
I actually, when we were doing, no is the short answer, and only because I mean he's mostly into mining. I would actually love to drive up to his location, because I know he's in New Hampshire, and so and I go back and forth between Massachusetts and Maine, so like I'm literally through New Hampshire all the time. You know what I'm saying? But the long and short of that is no, I did tell him I was going to, and if he's watching, I am sorry, I am remiss, I have not reached out to you yet. Do you you do collabs with him, Paperclip?
No, but we talk a lot. Like, he's a really, really nice guy. Like, there was a while there, like every morning he would be like, "Hey, I hope you have a good day," and then he would like be like, "Hey, hope you have a good night." You know, he's just a really, really good dude. And when I first started YouTube, he gave me a lot of pointers and helped me out a little bit. The only pointer I took was I stopped swearing in my videos.
I understand. I try to keep that to a minimum when I'm doing like the videos and then my live streams during the day. I really have tried to temper that back. Save it for Crypto on the Rocks, because sometimes I just can't stop myself. But anyway.
I think with like swearing and live streaming, you're a little bit safer. But like in videos that are like, I think videos you should not do any swearing, because you're more
especially
likely
if you're trying to teach people things. I mean, you're trying to teach them how to do mining and stuff like that. So I get that. That makes complete sense,
Yeah. And like you're more likely to get a sponsorship if you don't swear.
Also true.
Yeah.
Also true. And yeah, that's why I've tried to kind of cut back a little bit. But anyway, it is what it is. I don't know.
It's not no holds barred anymore.
Oh,
I gotta cut back a little bit.
I didn't necessarily say that. But I'm gonna tell you what I think. But I'm also considering like the direction I want to go. So I'm thinking maybe after we do the live stream, Crypto on the Rocks kind of thing, maybe I'll let it live for the weekend, and then maybe I'll make it unlisted or something. I don't know. I ain't figured that out yet. Right now, everything's live. I'm not trying to hide anything.
You can always, I think a lot of people take a live, they have it up for a few days, and then they edit it, and then they put it back as like an original video.
That's an interesting idea.
So that could be a choice where you just cut out all the swearing, all the nonsense, all the BS, and then you make a 2-hour live stream into like a 30-minute long video.
That's a lot of effort.
That is a lot of effort, especially for somebody who's a one-man
band. I think that's what a lot of people do. I don't know, but I mean, I don't know.
Well, and that's why
he's still trying to get me to get my own channel, and I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. As much as I want to, like, I haven't even been on live for a month with you because I just don't have the time.
I get it. I understand. Hey, you're welcome on my lives anytime you want, my friend. I know my timing may not work with you. You're in a completely different time zone, the whole nine. But like, you're always welcome. That's all I'm going to say. I know I email you every once in a while.
For me to be here on time,
Paperclip, you are as well. You know that, right?
Tomorrow instead of today.
Yeah. Well, what was that about tomorrow?
So now, because I do after work on Fridays.
Yeah.
But now I have all the keys and security codes, so I can do that work on Saturday. So for me to be here on time on Fridays, that means I'm working tomorrow for a couple hours, which I'm more than fine with because it is what it is. But
yeah, my thought process when I was originally putting this together was to like usher in the weekend. Most people, I say most people, that's probably not even true anymore. But I was thinking, a lot of people got the weekends off, so it made sense. Okay, Friday night, you had a long week at work, grab your beer, grab your whatever, and just sit back, relax, shoot the shit about something you enjoy shooting the shit about. For me, that was crypto. So, that was my thought process with this. But as we're talking about, as I develop the channel, as the channel moves in whatever direction, that's why, again, I'm gonna take your suggestion about the Patreon thing, and we'll see how it goes tonight. Depending how late we're here, we may end up on Patreon and doing then I can swear and do whatever I want because it's behind a paywall at that point. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, I say that, but like, you know what I'm saying. Swear more. Be more accurate.
Kind of a no holds barred
exactly
match
because
at
that point you're paying to be there. At that point, if you want to watch it, you got to pay to be there. So so I can say what I want. You don't like it, don't pay. That's simple. Yes, thank you, Tech Man. Exactly. And I can't stand streamers that swear all through their videos. Yeah, I get it, and that's what I'm saying. If you're doing a video. And that's why I say I in the beginning I kind of did a little bit when I first started the YouTube channel, and and every once in a while I kind of still do, but I've really tempered that back, and again tried to temper it back very much during my daytime live streams. But again, Crypto on the Rocks is meant to be. Listen, if I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you. That's just the way it is. Even more so now with the way things are going. And I know I gotta think about the future of things and trying like Paperclip said to get a sponsor maybe or whatever the case may be, because I mean you and I have talked a little bit about this, Beto. I mean, I basically, this is it. This is my full-time gig. I'm doing this 24/7. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I'm literally living it on the daily around everything else. But like, I got to think, okay, well, where's this going? As the channel grows and like Paperclip mentioned, it's you got to think sponsorships, you got to think all that kind of stuff. So as much as I enjoy Crypto on the Rocks, and I don't think I'd ever get rid of it, or at least not right now, I got to think about, okay, so what do I go after that? You know what I mean? Or at least that's where I'm at. Maybe I'm completely off.
You got to be mindset full enough to understand that there's a future And you got to look at the future, and you're like, okay, well, what do I want in the future? If you just want to be your same self in the future, then you're just going to do your same stuff. But if you want to better your life or better other people's lives or better your kids' lives, your grandkids' lives, then you got to understand that, okay, I need to stop doing this right now to
and go
maybe
this way.
make a little bit more or be wiser about things.
Yep, I agree. And that's taken up a lot of my brain power as of late. I'm just going to put this back up on the screen real quick because we've only got a couple of votes in so far. So everybody who's lurking out there in the live stream, just kind of hanging out, appreciate you always. But please take a minute to vote. Throw your vote in the live chat. You decide what we're going to dollar cost average into, and your options until the end of May are around Web3 P2E. So you get your choices are ETH, Beam, the Sandbox, Mana, Gala, or Axie Infinity. So make sure you throw your vote in the live chat. I appreciate that. And in comes Tech Man with ETH under duress. I understand, sir. I understand. I know you're not a fan of ETH. And Automatic Beats in with his vote. There we go. Gala.
There we go. Okay.
All right. We literally have a 4-way tie going right now. So people, please keep voting. I don't want to be the guy who's got to be going and breaking this kind of vote here. Hey, Paperclip, what's your vote? What's your vote, brother?
I voted for Beam just because the one guy voted for Beam.
Oh, you did? I didn't even see it. I missed it. Oh, crap. Okay, thank you. Now Beam is in the lead, folks. Beam's in the lead. Text
man, last time Beam won, I threw some money in there, and I think I'm down a couple bucks. But
yeah, but you want to know what? Beam has got I think it's got a good future, and I agree. But everything in that cycle right now is Beam. All of these, to be honest with you, have been down. My entire portfolio, because again, I put it all right now. I'm getting it all on crypto.com. And it's all down. I mean, not a lot, but down. So
maybe you should get rid of Ethereum and put Crow on there. Because I'm way more bullish on Crow than I am Ethereum.
Well, but again, I was trying to keep with the theme, hence Web3, P2E, Crow isn't that. You know
do what you do. I'm just offering a suggestion. That's all.
I appreciate that. Let's answer Techman's question here. He's asking, do you use CoinX or ZegX? And of those two, I use ZegX when I go to get certain cryptos. What about you guys?
ZegX is like the ultimate. I trade most on ZegX.
I don't use
either one of them. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't use ZegX a lot, but when I'm looking for that obscure coin or whatever the case is, it's definitely ZegX.
Yeah, it's either ZegX or TradeOver. Those are my two coins that if they're not on any of the main exchange, they'll usually be on there.
Yep.
I personally prefer Coinbase or Crypto.com. That's my number one. My number two is TradeOver. If TradeOver doesn't have that coin, I'm not interested.
Nice.
Because I mean, they start all sorts of new coins with it.
Oh, believe me. I remember the first time I used TradeOver, I was like, this is sketchy as shit, man.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I mean, I feel, honestly, it's going to get shut down one day because it is, I feel, in the U.S. I think it's in California. And there's no KYC. So it's popular now, but I
California?
I think so.
Oh,
it's somewhere in the States.
I didn't realize.
So I feel KYC is coming for that, and as soon as that KYC comes to that exchange, nope, there's going to be no more.
Oh yeah, it'll be gone. And see, Automatic Beats here, Coinbase, KuCoin. I was so sad to see KuCoin stopped with U.S. residents. Man, that was my.
Yeah, I used to use KuCoin too.
That was my exchange.
I had to pull all my funds out.
Yep. and then Trade Ogre and Zayac. So yeah, everybody's pretty much on the same page here. I mean, I loved KuCoin when I was doing at one point. I was doing some trading bots and stuff like that. I was doing it on KuCoin. That was the exchange to do it on. And yeah, I was so sad to see that kind of thanks to the US here. What do you guys think about this whole repeal of SAB 121?
I have no idea what that means.
Is that the US cryptocurrency thing?
Basically, Congress.
I've heard a little bit about, but I really don't know the whole story. I just know that I think the US is trying to ban crypto, or they're trying to put a higher tax on it, or something like that.
Yeah, this particular thing was okay. The SAB 121 was a bulletin suggestion, basically that the SEC put out on how banks should deal with cryptocurrency, which was basically leave it the fuck alone kind of thing. And Congress started in the House, and just literally yesterday passed the Senate, where they're like, repeal that. That's bullshit. So now it's gone to Biden's desk. He said he's going to veto it, but he hasn't yet. So basically, if either he leaves it alone and this becomes law, or he signs it and it becomes law, then banks will be able to custody crypto. So basically, there was a lot of lobbying going on.
Technically work though, if a bank can custody crypto, how does that work? Does
Same
that mean
way
the
as
banks own Bitcoin and Ethereum?
Same way as an exchange. They just hold your keys. It's just they're basically become a glorified exchange.
So it takes all the decentralization out of it and makes it all centralized.
I don't disagree. Okay. I don't know why anybody. Well, okay. Anybody
to me,
like
that's layman terms for me is decentralized or centralized.
Well, the only way I can see anybody wanting to do that is if it were like some kind of investment firm, some kind of business that wants to hold Bitcoin necessarily on its balance sheet, but it doesn't want to deal with holding its own keys. Well, then maybe that would be the custody service, kind of like these ETFs are using Coinbase, for example.
I would say, isn't that kind of like BlackRock with exactly. all the ETFs?
But now, if this passes, if he signs it or lets it be, he said he's going to veto it, so we'll see what happens. But if that happens, well, then guess what?
Can't even fucking take 2 steps in the same direction without falling over.
Well, amen to that. I'm not gonna argue that point.
Not my political opinion. Just got to put it out there.
Well, those are facts. That's not an opinion. But Automatic Beats is saying I still am able to convert my crypto on KuCoin with the VPN. They're not making you try to do any kind of KYC there. Automatic Beats. Sadie in the house. Welcome, Sadie. Appreciate
What's up,
you being
Sadie?
here.
Been a while, man. Haven't talked to you in a little bit.
Ah, nice. Appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Hello,
so yeah, so that's what's been what was the latest news this week. That literally it passed the House, I think, the end of last week, and then it passed the Senate yesterday by 60 votes saying screw Gary Gensler. Yeah, basically saying screw Gary Gensler. Yeah. And
Gary's always been against crypto, though.
Well, I'll tell you. Well, what's her name? Warren was making a speech against it. Cynthia Loomis made a speech for it, and I mean, obviously, Warren didn't have enough supporters to stop it from going through.
Maybe my mind's not working right, or I'm stupid. But if the banks want to get involved with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and everybody's against it, why are people voting for it? It's like the complete opposite, I feel.
Well, okay. It's not. Banks want to get involved. I actually did a live stream about this because they know they've been basically begging Gary Gensler to change this suggestion, this rule, to try and be able to do this custody like Coinbase and Gemini and that kind of thing. because they know, I mean, what's going to happen? Eventually, they're just going to be cycled out of the fucking system. Once like CBDCs come and all this other stuff, there's no need for retail banks anymore. There's just no need. So they figure if they can become a custody service too, winner, chicken dinner, at least they can survive for another day. And they, like I said, they put out letters to Gary trying to get him to change his mind. And let's be honest. The banking association lobby in Congress is huge. Hence, Elizabeth Warren had them write her anti-crypto bill. But, you know, they're now lobbying the other side of the coin. So they've got basically these congressmen and senators to go ahead and say, okay, if we repeal this, then we have an opportunity to go ahead and custody crypto. So basically they're playing, like you said, it seems counterintuitive, but that's because they're playing both sides of the coin. That's literally what it is. They're hedging their bets. And now that, okay, I mean, I'm assuming Biden would be very stupid to veto it right now. It would literally end up being, I think, a political death spiral for him more than he's already in.
Well, I'm sure he probably wants to veto it, but he may run again, and in hopes of winning. All of his advisors say, no, just leave this alone. Don't veto it. Just shut your mouth. Leave it alone.
And it'll become law at that point. Yeah, exactly.
Don't even talk about this ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, ever since I've been in crypto since 2019, 2020, banks do not like crypto since then. And every time I would go to a bank, I'd open an account or do whatever. I was like, do you guys like crypto? Are you guys crypto friendly? Are you going to freeze my assets or freeze my bank account because I'm buying and selling crypto? When there's more money coming in than what I'm spending from this crypto website, are you going to fucking freeze my assets? They're like, no. I'm like, all right, fine, good.
Yep.
Then I'll bank with you. But the first time you guys fucking do that, I'm out. I'm going to come in here, but I want all my money in cash.
Yep, and be gone.
Write that paperwork, and I'm going to be out of this. Like,
see, look at this. Sadie saying she spotted Bagel. Saying that. Nice. Hey, Sadie.
There was actually like in Canada, there was some banks that wouldn't allow you to buy crypto off of like Coinbase. Because I was trying to get my friend into crypto and his credit card wouldn't let him buy crypto. So like,
well, I mean, like even here in the States, some of my credit cards don't allow me to buy crypto, but some of
like
them
Capital
do.
One, I think. I don't think they'll let anybody buy crypto with Capital One. I'm pretty sure. Well, did you see? I shared it on Twitter, paperclip. Like, there's like 3 or 4 different banks in Canada now that I have started investing in the Bitcoin ETFs now.
No, I didn't see that. I don't even know if I'm following you on Twitter. You got a link
shame on you.
Oh, dang. Are you following me?
Yes.
Oh, dang it.
It's not Twitter anymore. It's called X. All right.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yes, today I tried the Twitter. I was telling Betel I tried the Twitter.com and I got X'd. Got to go to X.com now.
Which I don't know why he named it X and then made the website redirect to X.com. I mean, if you guys grew up in the era I did, which I'm pretty sure you guys are both my age, if not older, X.com is not something that's kid friendly.
I think I got you by that much. But anyway, and Sadie's saying Chase Bank is a pain. Yeah. See, there's a bunch of them. That's
why I don't bank with Chase no more.
Yeah,
it's been 5 fucking years. They didn't like crypto. I said
Automatic Beats is saying
I'm taking my money. I'm going elsewhere.
I'm guessing he's talking about Canada here. I have some regions that they're fine with crypto purchases. I mean, I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Canadian structure there, but you guys have like provinces or whatever. Is that the deal?
Yeah. So this is how you buy crypto in Canada. There is an app called ShakePay, and you can e-transfer money from your bank account onto the app. So, and then you can swap your money into ETH or BTC. and then you can, use that ETH or BTC and transfer it onto exchange. So if you can't purchase through your credit card, there's always that way.
Okay. I've heard of Shake Pay. I've never used it. Is that like strictly a Canada thing? Can we even use that in the US? I have no idea.
Yeah, unfortunately it's strictly Canadian and it's awesome. They have like their own credit card, and every time you use it on your Google Pay, you get back 1% in Bitcoin. And they have like this like lottery, and like sometimes your purchases will get like they'll cover your purchases and they'll pay for whatever you bought.
That's nice.
Like, there was this one time I was like super, super poor, and I was like, I'm just got to spend all the rest of my money on groceries. And then I spent all my money on groceries, and then my groceries got paid for, and I was like, nice.
Yeah, that is nice. That's a winner right there.
Yeah, it was a winner. So yeah, but like, and then other times, a homeless person was short 17 cents on their trying to buy something. So I used my my Shake Pay, and they paid me back 17 cents.
17 cents.
I was like, damn it, out of anything to get paid back for. But I did help a homeless person buy what they needed at 7-Eleven. So
karma, brother, karma.
Hey, you know what? That's called a good deed, though.
Exactly. Yeah. Karma. What you put out, you get back.
No
Amen.
good deeds go unpunished.
There you go.
You help that guy out for 17 cents and you get refunded 17 cents.
He tried to buy $250 worth of crap right before the SEC froze it in the US. I would have made a metric buttload. Yeah, well, that's how it goes, isn't it, Tech Man? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Automatic Beast was talking about regional banks. Okay. Okay. I didn't know. Sorry. He's from Illinois. Sorry.
Hey, Automatic, we got to meet up sometime, dude. We got to DM each other.
Oh, look at
there's
this.
Quite a few of us. Oh, come on now, Tech Man. XRP is not crap. I've been holding on to my bags for fucking 5 years now.
Oh, shit.
Buy it 22 cents, sell it $2. When it goes back to 25 cents, I buy back in.
Yep. There you go.
When it hits $5, I'm selling it all. Fuck it. I mean, people are saying it's going to go a lot higher, but I'm okay with $5.
I love it. No regions in this bank. Sorry. Obviously, I misunderstood. Sorry. Yes. And it's total doo-doo.
Okay, so I was just wanted to pop in and say hello. I still have a bunch of stuff I got to do because I just got home from work, but I was just popping in and say hello, and I'm out.
Yeah, appreciate you being here, Paperclip. Thanks, man.
But I'll keep the live stream going and I'll keep watching.
You got it. Later. Right. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Later.
Have a good one, Paperclip.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I was too late. I'm trying to search for Automatic Beats in Discord. I want to hit them up.
Yeah, thanks, Paperclip. That's right. Appreciate when Paperclip stops in. So hopefully we'll be able to get a live going pretty soon. Once he's got that package my way, we'll do that over a weekend. Guys, don't forget to vote. I know there's a bunch of you that still have not voted yet. Oh, crap. I just hit the wrong damn button. Shit. Hang on. There we go. Again, you guys vote on what we're going to dollar cost average into until the end of May. Web3 P2E is the play here. So Ethereum, your options are Ethereum, Beam, the Sandbox, Mana or Decentraland, Gala, and Axie Infinity. Right now, Beam is in the lead. So put your vote in the live chat and I will record it. If you're on Twitter, throw it in the comments of the live stream, and I will go and check that out. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the link for anybody who wants to join the live stream. Come on in here. You guys can jump in and control the proverbial conversation. I just put it in there, so come on and join us. If you're on Twitter, I already have it on my profile, so go ahead and hit that. And let's see what we got here. I used to fold up paper clips to make them jump. Was a fun time in jail. Oh, automatic beats. I love it. Badel in I'm about 2 hours short of Champaign. South of Champaign, Illinois. Okay, I'm guessing he's talking about.
He's about 3 hours south of me.
There you go. And see, Paperclip is still listening. Appreciate you, brother. And he appreciates your comment there, Automatic Beats. That's awesome. I don't know. Matter of fact, yeah, my last live stream, I was talking about how I see crypto being a political topic in the 2024 elections.
Shit, you're 2 hours south of Champaign? Shit, Champaign's 2 hours south of me.
Oh,
fuck.
Really? Illinois is that big? Like 4-hour drive from point to point?
From where I'm at,
I don't know. I've never been. I have no idea.
From where I'm at, I think it's about 6 hours.
Oh, shit.
To go to, I want to say Evanston, but it's not. I think it's Effingham, which is like one of the furthest towns south in Illinois. It's about 6 hour drive for me. And then it's an hour and a half north to Wisconsin from where I'm at.
Gotcha. What do we
well, you're talking like the southernmost point to the northern line, not like the farthest point to the furthest point.
Gotcha. And that's what I was saying, the point to point kind of thing. I know I probably wasn't articulating that very well. Sorry.
I could drive an hour and a half north and be in Wisconsin, but I could drive 6.5 hours south and be in 3 different states at one time.
Damn. Okay, then. Well, I don't know. Maybe you guys can meet up at some point. I mean, I know there's some driving to go there, but who knows?
There's a lot of crypto people in Illinois that are near my area. And we've been talking about having a meetup, but it's just 2 different groups.
Yep.
I'm not saying we agree, but
well, and not just that, making it happen, people's schedules and shit like that. I mean, come on now, that's not easy. No matter what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look, you could be getting on a live stream. Never mind driving 4 hours, right? I mean, good Lord. Cheers, by the way.
Cheers. You still going to BTC Nashville?
I still want to, but it's looking less and less likely for reasons we may discuss outside of this live stream.
Well,
it's very.
I won a ticket for the LTC Nashville.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
I already bought the ticket for me for LTC Nashville. So me and her are going. And BTC Nashville is literally the following few days.
Yeah, the next couple of days.
I don't know if I'm going to go. I may stay in the area to meet up with other crypto people that are going to BTC because I don't know. It all depends on how the crypto market goes.
Yeah.
In the next 2 months, if I can make $500, I'll buy a ticket for me. But
well,
and that's going to go shopping, which costs more. So
it's not just the ticket. I mean, because I can afford the ticket, but then you're talking the travel, you're talking the housing, you know what I'm saying, hotels and all that bullshit. And I don't know, but beyond that, even the timing, like I said, we'll talk about it later. Even the timing is an issue with me. But a couple of things I wanted to just point out. You said you're going to the LTC.
Yes.
The guy I interviewed that lives on crypto has been living on crypto for like 10 years. He's one of the headliners in LTC, Joel Valenzuela. So you should go reach out to him. He's part of the whole Free State New Hampshire project, where they basically it's all about, I mean, they have an entire like crypto community. Everything's done in crypto. It's like they promote all the like, you know, free libertarian ideals, all this baloney. I mean, you can go look it up. But he's part of that. And this again, I interviewed him on my channel, and actually also on the Matrix Money podcast. We did the kind of like a hot seat thing with people putting questions in the chat and stuff. Because again, this guy literally hasn't had a bank account in over a decade. He lives solely on cryptocurrency. And I mean, he was great talking about he's the reason that I do or have been doing the Living on Crypto series. After I did that interview, I'm like, you know what? I got to put information together so people can do this. And that was spawned from that interview.
Yeah,
and
I watched a couple of those episodes. I should start it from
well, if you go back to the beginning,
every episode,
you'll see my original interview. If you go into that playlist on my channel, go to the very first episode. It's that interview with him. And if you're going to be there already, you should go introduce yourself, talk to him. Smart guy. He works now for Dash. He's the guy that's like out there. He's basically their face at this point, who's out there doing all the live streams and all that kind of stuff. Very nice guy. I mean, I've talked to him so many times, like offline, you know what I'm saying? Smart. He's been in the space like over a decade. You know, he's been literally living what this was supposed to be used for. So you should catch up with him while you're there. You're already going to be there. Catch up with him. And if
you gotta come join us, though. Come on, man.
Like I said, we'll talk a little more about that.
I know it's not that simple. I get that.
Unfortunately, it's not.
It's still 2 months away. We've been talking about it for like 2 months, me and the girl. And like even last year, I was like, you know what? I gotta take you to Nashville one of these times. And then it just happened. I won that LTC ticket to Nashville, and it's like, well, this is the time I'm taking you to fucking
where we're going.
I mean, we talked about it a year, 2 years ago. Now I got a free ticket. Fuck it. This is the time we're going.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah, because I mean the next one, the tickets are like, I mean, general admission tickets, like no VIP stuff, are only like, I want to say $350 or something stupid like that. So it's not like they're expensive, but like I said, then
for
you
BTC,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
BTC Nashville, I think, is $399, but if you pay with Bitcoin, you get 20% off, so it's like $319.
Okay. Well, I was thinking paying in Bitcoin anyway, so that's probably where I got that number in my head.
I mean, but I haven't looked in over a month, so maybe the price has increased.
Yeah, as you get closer, a lot of times it does. That's true.
I also haven't even looked. Like I looked at hotels when I won that ticket, and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. Let me look at them now, like 2 months later, 2 months ahead of time.
And what are you going to have for availability too? That's the other thing. You know what I mean? The later it gets, the availability is out the freaking window.
Well, so with the LTC conference, the hotel we were going to get was like $85 a night.
Wow.
And it was like 7 blocks away. And I'm like, dude, we can just walk that shit every night. Fuck it. Like,
hell yeah.
Because it's also about the experience. So if you walk 7 blocks one way to go to this event, you have all these experiences on the way back that you've already passed by. Like, I've been in Nashville a lot. Like, all the rooftop parties, all the bachelorette parties. Like, it's a crazy time. It's a fun time, though. But you also got to be prepared to drink a lot or stay out late or
and yeah, exactly. You got to take the experience. You know what I'm saying? You're going, you got to have the experience. And that's, well, and not for nothing. I mean, I know we're doing this and this is great. We sit and, you know, after this and we talk a lot and all this other baloney, but like, it's different when you're in person. You know what I mean? Just a different experience. So it's a whole experience thing, like you're saying.
It is, yeah.
And Paperclip saying, I'm moving East Coast next year. I'm going to a meetup in Toronto. You should look Jar up. I think that's where he lives, I think. Isn't it Toronto? I don't know.
Maybe that's the meetup he's referring to without saying names.
Oh, well, sorry.
Nobody knows.
Well, Jar's already told everybody that, so I don't think I'm letting anything out of the bag here. Automatic Beats, LTC Summit or bust. There you go.
You coming to LTC Summit, Automatic Beats?
Techman saying maybe next year. BTC, what's Automatic Beats saying? BTC Nashville is, what's that say? Outrageous in price. Did it go up? It was like Beta was saying, it was only in that $300 range.
It's like $399 if you pay in cash. If you pay for the ticket in well, there's a trade. Sorry, I gotta pause.
No, it's all right. Wait, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. It is what it is. This isn't like a.
All right. So last time I looked up BTC Nashville, it was $399 if you pay in fiat. If you pay with Bitcoin, it's $319. So you save like $80. And that's for like the cheapest ticket. So you don't get that first day.
And yeah, okay. Well, I don't know if we're gonna have any of that there, Automatic Beast. But
well, Automatic Beats, you just got to come up to my house where I live, a few hours north of you. We can show off the plants, we can show off the mine, and then we can have a little convention here.
There you go. And not for nothing, if you're curious, I think we did that one night on Crypto on the Rocks. You just got to go back and find it.
Yeah. The problem is a lot of platforms don't like those plants, so I'd rather not talk about it.
Hey, I didn't say which one. We didn't put no links. It is what it is. You got to go do the research.
I know, but it sounds like you're trying to better yourself. So I'm going to say plants.
Yep. Nope. Appreciate that. Let's see. Wonder if eating at the LC. Oh my goodness gracious. I love Automatic Beats. I love it. Let's see. Techman saying don't walk like that. You're talking about walking 7 blocks. He's saying don't walk like that in Memphis or East. I don't know what that is.
Chattanooga.
Okay. Okay.
I've been to both those places many years ago, and
there you go. And yeah, Paperclip
I
saying
agree
yes
with them. I mean, many years ago it was kind of the same way. I can only imagine it's probably worse nowadays, but
probably you're probably right.
We always hope for the best.
Well, like anything else, if it's sketch, you do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Oh, Crypto Jar invited you for a beer. Well, there you go, man. There you go. Go enjoy that beer. What's Techman saying? Don't do drugs in Tennessee or go get drunk in a public. They will get you. All right then. So there's your advice.
Except for in Nashville, then it's allowed. Well, kind of.
They're 15 times worse. There you go. We're now all caught up in our comments. You guys are like just going crazy in the comments there.
I got a story I'll tell you, but I'm going to save it for the after
hours. Yeah. Yep. So everybody knows the plan is, for those who don't know, I did set up a Patreon, and that was at the suggestion actually of Mr. Badel here. I as another way to create some income, because again, as much as I do this full time, it's things are tight. It is what it is. But as another stream, and we noticed, and what I think made him suggest this, and correct me if I'm wrong, Badel, was even after we ended some of these live streams, he and I would literally sit there and talk for another hour or two, whatever, about whatever, you know what I mean? And
it was at least an hour. It was normally 2 hours, maybe 2.5.
Exactly.
Almost every time I got on, the after hours was always 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It was like, all right, we're both falling asleep. Time to call it done.
Exactly.
One of us just had to push that end button to end it.
Yes.
Because if not, it would have gone on probably all
night long. Exactly. Well, you know what? I felt bad, man. I should apologize now. We didn't really get a chance to talk too much before we started this live stream, but like that last live stream, we started talking afterward. I could barely even keep my eyes open, man. I was like falling asleep. That's why I was like, I gotta go, man. I gotta end this thing. I feel bad. I was so tired. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I think tonight, if we end, when we end, I'll let you know for 100% sure. We may carry on the conversation behind a paywall. That way we can say whatever we want. We can talk whatever way we want, much like you heard us chatting about earlier. And you guys are welcome to watch that. It goes as long as it goes. We talk about whatever we end up talking about. It's no holes barred, as I believe Badel basically said earlier. So FYI, and I'm hoping to make that more of a consistent thing after every Crypto on the Rocks. Like when we chatted for exactly about mining. Exactly. Paperclip and I did it too. I mean, Jar bailed, FF bailed, everybody bailed, and then Paperclip and I were just sitting there shooting for a while. Yes, exactly.
And it doesn't always have to be a live stream. You can just, record it and then cut it down and into segments and make it, instead of an hour and a half or 2 hours, it's a 45-minute clip.
Yes.
But I know it requires more editing, but
exactly. And I like that. And now we're friends. Yes, exactly. That's but you know what? That's how it, we have similar interests. We like, don't get me wrong. I mean, you know more about mining than you've forgotten more about mining than I know. I guess that's the right phrase, right? I get that right. And I like to focus a lot on the macro, on the financial stuff, and all that kind of thing. So yes, we all have our little specialities, if you would, but now we're friends. That's what it is. We're one big group. Is the way I see it. What does it say?
Yes, 100 Air. He did say that.
Yes.
I think he said 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours south of Champaign. Yes. Oh, wait, here it is. Marion.
Dude, I've been to Carbondale a lot. There's a little college down there.
I don't even know where those areas are. I was in Rantoul, Illinois. Did I even say that right?
Rantoul.
Rantoul.
It's TOOL is normally how you say it in Illinois.
Gotcha.
I actually rebuilt a lot of the old Air Force bases down there into apartment buildings.
Well, that's what he was just saying back in the day with the Air Force. That's what he was just saying.
So although where he lived at in Rantoul probably became abandoned, some investor bought them and turned them all into fucking apartment buildings. And I was there to oversee all of it and help with the construction.
Gotcha.
I mean, I think Rantoul is about 3.5 hours from my house, if I remember right. It's probably longer now because of traffic, but no, it's not too far. And that's where I'm coming from the country is 2-3 hour drive. It ain't that far.
Well, exactly.
It's just a drive in the fucking park. I mean, you all these people that live in the cities are like, man, I gotta go 20 blocks.
Oh, I know. 20-minute drive.
Far,
yeah, exactly. I sit here traveling, like I told you, I go sometimes between Maine and Massachusetts. That's a 4-hour drive at least for that kind of thing. And that's like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like,
right. You're used to it.
Yeah. It's like, whatever. That's nothing. I mean, when I was working back in the day, when I was working in Massachusetts and I had to work in Boston, it was an hour drive for something that should have took you 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just because of traffic and shit. It's like, please. So that's nothing to me at this point. That doesn't even.
The worst traffic I have out here where I live is tractors and combines.
There you go.
And we call that country traffic because it's 4 cars stuck behind a tractor.
Behind a combine.
And you get that one little punk that does not want to pass that's holding everybody else up.
Yep. It's made.
I don't know 100 Air. I mean, I've looked at Hive Mapper, and if I would have bought one, yeah, I'm sure I would have made money, but I would not get those credits that everybody else lives in with the cities because they need hotspots or whatever to connect to, and yeah, there ain't shit out here.
You need a hotspot in order to use a Hive mapper?
No, but if you have a Hive mapper in your car and it detects a hotspot,
okay,
it boosts or helps you get more tokens.
Oh.
So one of the guys, Network Bits, he lives like an hour and a half from me. He drove an hour away. He almost made it to my town. And I don't know how long he drove for, and he didn't really get shit for tickets or coins, because what's the camera gonna see? A bunch of fucking cornfields, maybe a bunch of bean fields. Like, it really ain't seeing shit. So that's why he didn't get paid all that much.
Interesting.
So it's like, and I'm even more in a rural area than he is. So it's like, yeah, okay, if I would have had all those coins this whole time, yeah, maybe I'd make money, but it's not like I'm gonna buy this for $500. I'm gonna make $5 a week. It's gonna be I'm gonna make $1.50 a week, and I gotta hold on to this shit for fucking 6 years just to maybe make a profit.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking to see if that's my phone that's doing that.
My phone keeps going off. I should.
Oh, is that your phone? Okay, I thought it was mine, and I'm like, what the hell's going on?
My phone's on silent now, so if you hear anything, it's probably gonna be your phone.
I don't care. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't me. And 100 Air saying his is paying off. Well, good. I'm glad. I mean, I don't know. It's one of the ones I was looking at to put here. I mean, I do a lot of that traveling. It only kind of makes sense. You know what I mean?
It would have made sense to me a few years ago when I had my company, but now that I closed up my company and I literally work a half a mile down the road.
Yeah, if you're not doing the traveling, I get it. It makes sense. It makes sense. I get it.
And a lot of those people that like post the reports, they don't even log in or log out near their house. So they're also missing coins doing that, but they're not showing where they live.
Yeah, isn't there
there's always two sides to everything, because you could turn it on the minute you leave your driveway and you can turn it off the minute you get home. But if you start looking at that address and they're traveling, you can start figuring out where they go to and when they leave, when they come home. So if they drive to work every day, you can pretty much just from their address figure out what time they leave their home, what their address is, and what time they get home.
Yep.
And that's kind of another I don't want to say hacker, but
no, you're right.
Burglar-esque kind of thing.
That's part of your security, man. Yeah, I get it. I get it completely. I get it. You're right. You're 1,000% right.
You know, like all those people that knock on your doors trying to sell you shit when they're not even allowed to in your neighborhood. If you have an HOA or anything, and they still stop by. I mean, I'm not saying it's legit, but it could not be legit. I mean, they could just be like, oh, I've been knocking on this door fucking 5 times at this time, and nobody's home.
Yep.
And it looks like a perfect fucking house to go into.
Yep.
I mean,
happens way too much.
You just can't trust nobody. That's the way I feel.
Yeah, you gotta be smart about your safety and security. No argument, man. No argument at all.
Yeah, like all my cameras are just they go to a separate LAN at my house that only I have access to.
That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, but if something was to happen to me, then nobody would have access. So
okay, well, you gotta I mean, share with at least one person. I'm just saying.
But yeah, I know I'm digging myself a grave in front of the girlfriend, but whatever.
Yeah,
she ain't that mad.
I was gonna say she's hung out this long. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, she's been listening this whole time. Hasn't even really said anything.
Yeah. Maybe someday she'll come and join the live stream. It's cool. I get it.
Well, she's shown her face a few times and said hi.
But yes, she has. Absolutely. Absolutely. What do we got here? Trade Intuition. Welcome, Trade Intuition. I always have been afraid of drinking and smoking on YouTube. I thought they would give you a strike or give me a strike on my channel. Well, okay. Trade Intuition. We were talking about this, I don't know, maybe before you showed up a little bit. And I'm not saying take my advice. I'm not certainly saying do what I do. But this is my way of kind of just relaxing, bringing it in, and having a chat with everybody about crypto and having a drink in the process. Yes, you're right. I believe that does technically go against the community standards on YouTube. But part of why, like if you were here, I talked about potentially kind of doing this stream and then ending the stream and then going behind a paywall so we can really say and do whatever. But you're correct. Yeah, and I don't blame you if but I look at it this way, you gotta have people, my thought process, okay. I'm not speaking for anybody, is I want people to be able to be comfortable with me. You want to ask me a question, you come right here and have the conversation yourself. I'll talk to you face to face. And I'm all about that when it comes to cryptocurrency. And as you can see, if you've been here for a while, we talk about a lot more than crypto. Just saying.
I forgot who said that, but I do agree with you that YouTube will silence you. I can't think of the term right now, but silence you because if something is copyrighted and you show it, they have every right to. And I didn't really think about it beforehand, so I should maybe just use one of my 1,000 koozies that I have to cover up most of this.
Yeah.
Okay, no strike, they won't monetize you.
Yeah, I won't monetize your paperclip just came in, and yeah, you might be. But you're right. No, I think you're right about the monetization paperclip. But again, it is what it is what it is. And back to what you were saying about your your land there, not your keys, not your house. I love it.
Hey, you know what? I didn't have keys to my house for fucking 4 years, and I still lived here.
Oh, that's funny. Trade Intuition saying I never have read the rules. Well, you know what? Ignorance is bliss sometimes.
Hey, Trade, even if you read the rules, they change almost daily, if not hourly. So you can follow all the rules 100% for 5 years, and then they're going to change the rule, and then they're going to demonetize you, and then they're going to block your channel, they're going to blacklist you, and they're going to do all this stupid shit because it's their platform and they have the right to do it.
And they can do it.
And you can fight back, but what are they going to say? Well, whatever.
Yeah, if they
That's why anybody that has a good channel, they also got many backups.
Yep, exactly. Which again, why we're talking about the Patreon. And for those, again, I know, you know what? Let me put it up on the screen here just for the sake of making sure it's up on the screen. And people know I don't talk about it often, but you can go to. Oh wait, let me get rid of that comment. Sorry. All of my official socials, because I'm on like Odyssey as well as a bunch of other decentralized social media. All of that is listed at Cointree/CCM. So if you go to cointr.ee/CCM, you'll get taken to all of my official socials in case for whatever reason YouTube decides they're going to be doing whatever. This platform right here
is that an actual website though?
That was put together by Naomi Brockwell. She put that together specifically for crypto YouTubers. So they could have a way for people to give them tips, and also so they could put together all of their official socials. And
you should move that tree over a little bit because it's really hard to see that.
Yeah, I got to redo that, and that's why
I thought it was like Cointree/CCM, and I'm like, well, where's the dot whatever? And then you were like, cointr.ee, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see it now.
Yeah, cointr.ee//CCM. So FYI, just so it's, I don't promote it much, but it is in all of my videos and live streams. so you can find that there, just so you know. And good point right here. Paperclip and actually Trade Intuition has said the same thing, shadow banning. And it's kind of funny you guys say that, because I'll tell you, I don't even give a shit. What are they gonna do? Shadow ban me more? But at this point, I went from having about approximately 200 view hours per month on YouTube, and it literally in the last month has declined from about 200 down to about 125, 130. So basically, I'm being obviously shadow banned from what they were doing.
Or maybe because I'm not here and the people just love me more than you.
That very well could be, Badel. That could be.
No, I'm just fucking with you. It's all you, man.
No, I mean,
I've watched you as much as I can, even though I'm not on live most of the time. I still watch you the best I can.
And a lot of the people that are on here right now, they're all about it, and I appreciate everybody being here. But I mean, that's a difference of like what, 75, 80 hours in a 30-day period. It's
not a whole lot, but
well, it's
enough to make difference.
If you're only getting 200 hours, that's a shit ton.
Yeah.
And that's basically that I was almost to monetization, but now that they've shadow banned me, I'm now a lot further away from monetization. So you're correct, Paperclip and Trade Intuition. You are correct.
I will blame that because I showed plans and copyrighted stuff that YouTube does not like.
I guarantee you it isn't you. My my humble opinions probably took care of that.
Well, I mean, what I shown and what I continue to show weekly when I'm live probably does not help at all, though, either.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
So from now on, I'm going to start
if that's what it
my
is,
koozies. I'm going to start using koozies to block this.
There you go.
Whatever it is.
I'm going to tell you I'm not.
My water jug. I'm going to just drink water from here on out, all right?
I do have my water, but yeah, no. But listen, I don't care. It is what it is. You know, I'd rather, again, it'll go the way it goes. I mean, Tech Man sat here sharing it out. I've got some new people in here, obviously. Great. I appreciate everybody being here. And eventually it'll just go out there, and no matter how much they shadow ban me, people just know I'm live, and that's that. You know what I mean? I'm not really worried about it. Yes, Tech Man, you're not the only one that says crazy stuff. I'm just saying.
I got to give a shout out though to Tech Man, because he's the one that brought me here. And it's been fun ever since. So
Tech Man has been a great supporter of my channel. I can't say enough for Tech Man. I truly can't. He's been really great. He really has. And so have you, since you've been here. You are live all the time, and I appreciate that. You have no idea.
I try my best, but I feel bad because I haven't been here in like 4 or 5 weeks.
You got a life.
Life happens, man, and
I get it.
You get it, so I understand with you. Like you're saying life happens, and I'm just saying life happens, man. Like
yeah,
sometimes I get so freaking busy that.
Last time I went live by accident was drinking, and then I covered my. Well, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. So from here on out, until it's Patreon, or what is it? Beneath the Rocks.
Oh, I'm going to end up calling it After Hours Crypto.
Okay, After Hours Crypto. Until then, I'm going to have to keep my drinks covered and...
That's all right.
And then you talk like I normally do.
That's all right. Paper Club. Yeah. I was saying that. Yeah, great. Really? Are you kidding me? They closed your account for 8 months, then reopened it without an explanation. Somehow that sounds about right for them. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, they own the platform. They can do whatever the hell they want, per se. And the only thing you can do is file an email asking why, and they don't have to give you
and do the appeal or go on. A lot of people, when they have their accounts closed, go on Twitter and hit at YouTube support or whatever the hell it is on Twitter. And a lot of times it can get resolved that way. And Paperclip just said what you said right here. You may not like their rules, but it's their platform. Yeah, exactly. Again, why I back shit up on Odyssey. Again, for those who are not familiar with Odyssey, it's an offshoot of Library. Blockchain-based, censorship-resistant, YouTube-style platform. Back everything I do up there. Matter of fact, that's another one. I may be doing some stuff just there, but that's all. That's for future stuff. You showed up on my YouTube homepage. It showed me that you were live. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad. Maybe that. Because I'm live. Oh, I like it. We got the fire going. Look at that. All right. Excellent. Badel. Excellent. Well, I'm glad you joined in Trade Intuition. I assumed you signed in because TechMan may have shared it out and you saw that, but I appreciate the fact that you're here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick that bell. That way you know when I go live all the time. I appreciate you being here, Trade Intuition. What's this say? Paperclip is saying 800 hours view hours a month. Yeah, I know. I know. It's crazy. I know. And does he know stuff about tech? I'm not sure who you're referring to there, Paperclip. I'm assuming TechMan. Yeah. Come on. I filled your spot the last few days, last few Fridays. Yes. Paperclip has been great coming on here and jumping in. I really appreciate it. And again, you know what? Just for the shits and giggles of it all, I'm going to put the link to join me in the chat again. Please, guys, jump on in. You can come and talk. We'll discuss whatever it is you want. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, click that link in the chat and it'll bring you right here and I'll bring you up on the screen. If you are on Twitter, unfortunately, you got to go to my profile and then click the link because you can't access it from the live chat. Just so you know. Do you know what made the tomato blush? It's salad dressing. Oh, Automatic Beats, you're awesome. Appreciate it. All right. Guys, I know there's a bunch of you out here. Matter of fact, Trade Intuition. You might be new here, so yes, you got me. Yes, you did. Anyway, I know you might be new here, and basically every Friday on Crypto on the Rocks, I try to show everybody how they can dollar cost average into cryptocurrency with as little as $25 a week. And what I do with that $25 a week is I take 15 of it and I put it into Bitcoin every week. And then you guys here in the live stream decide what we're going to dollar cost average into with the other $10. Every 6 months, I change what the dollar cost average portfolio is. This first half of 2024, so till the end of May, we're doing Web3 and P2E gaming. So the options you have to choose from to vote are Ethereum, Beam, the Sandbox, Mana or Decentraland, Gala, or Axie Infinity. So please take a moment to vote in the live chat. Pick one of those, put it in there. I will record your vote. And at the end of the night, I'll let everybody know what the winner is. And if you're on Twitter, again, you can't access the live chat, but if you put it in the comments of the live stream, I will go and record those votes. So please pick one of those. Again, Ethereum, Beam, the Sandbox, Mana, Gala, or Axie Infinity. Appreciate you voting. I'll leave that up on the screen to give you a minute to go ahead and vote. All right. Thank you, Trade Intuition. Appreciate that. Sandbox it is. I will record that vote. And now with that vote, we have a tie between the Sandbox and Beam going on right now. Now, if we end in a tie, I break the tie, but I don't want to break that tie. So we've got a lot more people who haven't voted. I can see you guys kind of lurking out there in the streams, and I appreciate you being here. Honestly, I do. And I mean, and while I'm chatting here, we're gonna put Bedel's fire going up on the full screen here, so you can see. Yeah, there we go. Exactly. That way we got a little bit of ambiance while we're voting. I appreciate everybody. And Sadie is in the vote, and Sadie votes for Beam. That puts Beam back in the lead. Beam's back in the lead, but barely. So whoever hasn't voted yet, make sure you vote. And that way we can work lurking. I understand. I get it. I get it. I appreciate you doing that, Sadie. Thank you so much. Appreciate you always. Let me just bring that up one more time. So you know what you get to vote for those who have not voted yet. We have a very slim lead on Beam. Beam is one of your options. The Sandbox, Mana or Decentraland, Gala, Axie Infinity, or Ethereum. So go ahead, put your vote in the live chat. And again, if you're on Twitter, you can go ahead and just put it in the comments, and I will go get those votes. And again, back to the ambiance of thank you to Mr. Badel for the fire he's got going. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Adding plenty of fuel to the proverbial fire. Excellent. Excellent. I mean, it's not even dark there yet. It is for me. He's I think say that 5 times fast. I think he's 2 time zones away from me at this point, if I'm correct. Yeah. Welcome back. Your mic might be muted.
Yeah, no, I muted it.
Okay.
Because me and the girlfriend were talking for a minute. And
no worries.
I figured the ambiance might have helped, but I heard everything. And
oh yeah, no. I know you did. I saw the thumbs up. It was good.
So I'm in Central Time Zone. I'm in Illinois.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're in Central. Really?
Yeah. I think you're 1 hour ahead of me.
Yeah, I guess so. Only one. Yeah, Central's only 1 hour.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you were 2. Huh? So I stand corrected. Cheers.
Gotta stop with the cheersing, man.
I can't. I'm gonna have to go get more beer in a minute. I'm like, yeah. Cheers.
I'm outside. I lived in this town all my life. My family was born in this town, so I know when I come outside, I gotta bring a cooler.
I get it. Well, listen, I went and got got the cooler. I don't know if you can see it with the light here. So I got a couple of beers packed up in there, but because I never know if anybody's going to show up. So now, there you go. See, you got the real cooler.
It's small. It only holds maybe 8 drinks and ice, maybe a few shots, but for 2 people, that's enough.
No argument.
And normally it ends up getting refilled at some point.
Yeah. Yes. Pretty soon you're going to be holding down the fort while I go do that. But in the meantime, we can keep going here. So
if only I had a camera on the face of my laptop, I could just switch the camera. Like, you guys can have the ambiance for 5 minutes
you go.
of the fire.
Nothing wrong with that, man. I'll tell you what, I miss doing fires. I haven't done some in, oh my God, it's been a year almost now. Holy shit. I am way too busy, man. Way too damn busy. What do we got here? Trade Intuition.
So my girlfriend's a city folk, as we call them out here from where I'm from. She's a city folk. She's good at starting the fire, not so good with maintaining it.
I get you.
I mean, she's learning.
he's saying is about to go play some darts. Darts. I haven't done that in forever. Holy shit. Now I know where to do for. Yeah. Well, thank you. Appreciate you being here every Friday. We are here every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. So, and then how long it goes, who knows? We'll see. But appreciate you checking in there, Trade Intuition. Thanks for being here, man. And thanks for voting. Appreciate it. Automatic beats. I'm good at maintaining a buzz. Well, good for. Wait, me too. Here you go. Cheers.
Hey, Automatic. I feel that's probably a Southern Illinois thing, because up here in the Midwest of the state, we don't maintain a buzz. We just get drunk.
There you go. There you go. Oh, wait. I should probably keep that link clicked there. Say Trade Intuition Green. There you go. Ah, shit.
Damn, it's almost 8 o'clock.
I know already.
And almost, 2 hours now? You started at 6? Yep.
Well, 6 for you, yes. Yeah, it's according to my live stream timer here, 1 hour 51 minutes. Hey, I started asking you a question and we got off on a flipping tangent. Which go figure. But anyway, I was telling you I did that live stream on Wednesday about like crypto being a political issue. What do you think about that? You think crypto is going to be a political issue in this election or what?
I don't want it to be, but I feel that the politicians are going to use it to get whoever they want elected. Because I feel the current president, I feel everybody knows that he's against it, and then Trump is for it, but they're also trying to get Trump on charges to where he can't even run. So I don't know. I mean, because if Trump can't run because he's found guilty on whatever shit they fucking think that they have, so if he can't run, then who's going to run in his place? I mean, I feel Biden's going to just lose dramatically, and a lot of people are just going to write in Trump. But if Trump can't be president again, then who else is going to replace him? And now the elections are in November, which is what? That's 11. We're at 5, 6 months away. Maybe 5 months, 5.5 months, whatever. And there's still no nominee for Trump, or nobody who's going to take his place if he can't run. And we're within 6 months. And so I feel that Trump is going to get not found guilty and he's going to be able to run, even though all these states have already tried to fucking push him off the ballots and they've found that they can't do that.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm a Trump supporter, but I feel if he can run, he's going to win.
Well, let me ask you this. And everything you said, I agree with, by the way.
No.
Go ahead.
So you were asking about the whole crypto thing, and I turned it into a whole Trump thing, and
that's okay. I got another question after that.
Yes, I feel crypto will be the main topic of this year's election in November, because there's going to be one person against it, there's going to be one person for it, but like we all know, the presidents say a lot, they get elected, and they don't really do anything.
Yep.
Just like senators, congressmen, all that. They promise, they say, they promise, but then once they get elected, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, shit goes down the toilet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't swear.
No,
I'm trying not to.
Oh, I don't care.
I'm just like, we got 4 more minutes till 8 o'clock, and then it's after hours. Let's go.
Yeah. I love it.
Because if not, this stream will go on all night. So
yeah, it could potentially. Yes, I know.
Soon enough, we gotta just
jump over. Listen, a couple of things that on what you just said. I agree. I think Trump, this whole charges for Trump thing is just gonna end up being a nothing burger. And they're trying to portray Trump as like pro. Hey, 100 Air, welcome, sir. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. You can jump into our conversation. I was just talking to him about how he felt about I did a live stream on Wednesday about crypto being a political issue, and Beto was just giving his input, and I was commenting on it, basically saying that I think all this litigation with Trump is going to be a nothing burger. And they're trying to portray Trump as a pro crypto candidate, and I don't think he's really a pro crypto candidate. I do believe he's got like Vivek in his ear telling him what he should be saying. And now Vivek, on the other hand, I think is definitely all about crypto, and he's younger. It makes sense to him. He's what an articulate guy. Matter of fact, 100 Air, I think it was you that was in my live stream talking about how this guy just can talk about like any topic. I mean, this guy is like great, at least as far as the conversation.
He doesn't need a prompter.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
he doesn't need an earpiece in his ear to tell him what to fucking say.
Exactly. Right. Or the prompter, like
stop swearing.
Yeah.
Dang it.
No, like Bedell said, well, I want to extend what he was saying is if Trump gets pulled off the ballot, whatever, convicted, whatever route that they take, I think there's going to be a riot. Like there's going to be definitely.
I know
that Jan 6 thing is going to be nothing compared to that.
To what potentially could happen. I agree with you. Jar's in the house. Welcome, Jar.
Oh,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, 100 Air, but I want to.
Oh, no. Hey, Jar, I forgot to mention that I did get that wallet. I just haven't. Yeah, I forgot to let you know, but I did receive it. So
excellent. So what do you now that you're here, 100 Air? What do you think? Do you see crypto as being a political issue? Like, is it going to be part of the way people think about voting?
Well, yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know how much it'll sway. It'll definitely will pull. It can be weaponized. Weaponized. It sounds bad, but it could be used as a tool to sway the undecided.
Yeah,
I agree 100%.
Yeah, if they can match that up with our current economic issues, if they find a way to marry those together and say, okay, we need number one, we need to, work on our spending, work on this debt spiral that we're in, and then we think crypto can help, plus bolster our tech side of, tech industries, which the crypto side would be. I think that's going to help swing voters. And it may even pull somebody from party to party. I don't know, but
I don't know if you were listening earlier when I was talking about the SAB 121 vote, right? I mean, did you see that?
I might have missed it, but there's two of them that's out. Is that the one for that the SEC?
Yes,
is trying to. Okay, yeah. So that passed both the House and the Senate. Yeah. So now it's the president. He has to make he probably won't make the decision. His handlers will make the decision for him, but it can doom him. I mean, he's gonna make somebody mad on either side, regardless with which decision he makes. But I think he's doomed if he vetoes it.
I agree.
That may be the plan too, is to put that next candidate up. Kamala Harris or whoever. So? Could be. There's talk about that. Like, there's got to be people on the Dem side that are looking and saying, like, dude, we can't have 4 more years. We can only prop him up like Bernie,
Yeah, weekend at Bernie's. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we can only prop him up so much. So, I don't know.
No, I get it. Okay. My 2 cents about the SAB 121 is I think he's going to leave it alone. I think he's going to let it just turn into law without signing it or vetoing it. That's my opinion. Again, you know how humble I am. But anyway,
hey, Schumer voted,
exactly
repealing it or whatever you want to call that. Yeah, yes. So he, in favor of the crypto guy. So I was like that, and the Jeffries guy. I was kind of shocked.
So. Well, you want to know what? It shows me that Elizabeth Warren doesn't have the amount of support she thinks she has, and it gives me even more like. That's why you hear me talking about Deaton all the time. Like, put this guy in office because Warren just needs to freaking go at this point. So, that's my proverbial 2 cents here.
I was gonna say somebody posted up that Warren's last election wasn't exactly like the votes. I mean, it was lopsided, no doubt, but it wasn't 90-10. It was, I don't know, like a 3-to-1 ratio or something, which is not bad to try to knock off someone like Warren. So if Deaton gets any traction,
well, I mean, he's doing well so far. I mean, Massachusetts as a whole, again, I grew up in Massachusetts. So like Massachusetts as a whole is a very liberal state. Like you're talking Democrat through and through kind of state. But here's the thing. A lot of it is like old school Democrats is what I call it. You know what I'm saying? Like the old Democratic Party, the JFK Democratic Party, not the AOC Democratic Party right. that you see today, so there are a lot of people. And again, I know, matter of fact, if you're watching from Massachusetts right now, I know I have a lot of people who watch from Massachusetts. Just like say something, a yes or whatever in the chat. I'd appreciate that. Because, and that's why I personally put it out there a lot, because I know I have a lot of people who watch from Massachusetts. I have people who message me all the time, and I keep telling them about this. It's like this is the way you need to think, because this is the way things are going, which is why I talked about the debt spiral. You mentioned that, and why I talked about crypto being a potential political issue. I really think. Here's my thought process. Here's my 2 cents. I think that crypto is going to end up being like, how people have their litany of things. Everybody's different, but like, maybe for one person, it's inflation. That's the number one issue. Maybe for another person, it's the border. That's a number one issue, or whatever. But we all have like a top, like 3-5 things that we say, okay, these are important to me. I need to vote in block with the person who's going to best support my ideals in this regard. And I think personally that crypto is going to be in that top 3, top 5 this cycle, because look at it. We literally have had multiple presidential candidates talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We have a current and multiple Senate races that have pro and con crypto candidates. And if you take that down, which is why I did that other live stream, to the state level, you find that even more. We got states passing right to mine, right to self-custody, Bitcoin advocacy laws all across this country. I mean, to me, this is going to be a major issue. I mean, you guys tell me if I'm just like drunk on my beer here, but like I think that it really is.
So I feel that's one of the 2 or 3 major issues at topic. I mean, the other issue besides cryptocurrency is China buying up all the farmland. And I'm sure there's another big issue that I don't know about, but that's the 2 major things. You're either for crypto or against crypto, or you're allowing China to buy up all the farmland in the U.S. and buy up all the properties, like BlackRock and that other company. They're buying up all the Bitcoin. Okay, why? Yeah. Because they know it's going to go places. Why is China buying up all the farmland in the U.S.? Because because
I have
the
my
farmer is selling it for $100,000 an acre, and they're paying them $130,000 an acre, and the farmer's like, well, why the fuck would I turn that down? when nobody else is going to pay that price. And China just steps in and said, oh, I'll even pay you fucking 30% extra on top of everything of your highest bidder. And I'll write you a check right here, right now. Like, why would the farmer say no?
Yep. No,
I mean, money talks, BS walks.
Amen.
Well,
I'm trying to calm down on the swearing because I said BS, but I did swear a few minutes ago.
You're doing good. You're good. You're good.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, here's my thing is that's the beauty of the crypto thing. All right. So it touches a lot of things. First of all, it touches privacy. All right. It touches monetary system, and that can kind of go out to two different ways. Number one, you should have the right to hold your own assets, which one side is completely against. The other thing is it can be another asset class that we can control versus all that going out overseas. So we would be losing in that race.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah, and then the fact that we have a spending problem / debt problem, they could, if whoever writes the material for either the independent or the Republican candidate, they take that stuff and they can mesh it together where the common folk can understand it. I mean, that is a huge block of what most people, I think, it's not going to be single item. You know, I hear people in crypto Twitter say like, oh, you know, like I'm not going to be a single item voter. Well, you don't have to be. You can be there can be multiple things that kind of tie all of that and mesh together. Now, the things it's not going to, you know, talk to is going to be like abortion and a couple things like that. But yeah, like to me, if you bundle all that right, you know, all the people, all the Dems, what they've been fighting against the last 4 years, well, that's a huge bundle of fire that they can throw at their opponents, you know, when it comes to the whole crypto and economic world. You know, when it comes to representing the Republican or, like I said, independent too. I mean, you got a lot of libertarians out there. So
yes, nice fire. We're gonna give the ambiance to people while we're chatting here. Yes, very nice, very nice. Almost like being by the fire.
I'm not trying to cut anybody off, but the girlfriend stoked it up, so I had to turn the camera around.
No, that's okay. We'll have the fire going. That's cool. That's cool. We're gonna let 100 Air finish what he was saying, but that's right.
No, that's it. I mean, to me, like I said, it doesn't have to be a single issue. I mean, I think all these all kind of touch together so much that it's going to speak to a lot of voters when you try to not single out the items.
Well, I agree. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Sorry. I'm trying to make that the main. It's
a good thing I wasn't picking my nose or anything, you know. So that's
good. Solo layout. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Anyway, I probably had too much to drink. Anyway, let me do this. As much as that fire is good. Listen, I agree with you. I don't think it's like a single issue. And that's why I was saying, like, you know, when I vote, I think, okay, what are the most important things to me? You know, the economy, you know, the direction of the country, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But to me, this year, like this voting cycle, crypto is definitely in the mix. And frankly, it would be in the mix even if, like, we didn't have people like Vivek or JFK Jr. or whatever coming out pro crypto. I think, as we see with regard to like these companies, like you said, you know, going offshore or whatever the case may be, it's like one or the other. And then like Badel and I and Paperclip, when he was here, we were talking about, like, you know, KuCoin and this and that. People don't want to deal. These companies don't want to deal with the U.S. at this point, because why? Everything's too ambiguous. You got the SEC throwing shit at the wall to see what's going to stick. And who wants to deal with that shit? Nobody does. So, like, you know, to me, again, my cycle is the economy is important to me, because I'm thinking, again, I'm an old guy. So, you know, I'm thinking my kids, my grandkids. Crypto, huge importance to me. So who's pro crypto? And the other piece that's important to me is immigration or illegal immigration, whatever. Those are my top like 3 topics. So, that's the way I'm looking at these candidates, because unfortunately the candidates are who they are, and we got to deal with what we're being handed here. And to me, I think crypto in the end might be the deciding factor between a couple of these people, these candidates. And I think any candidate that comes out against it, it's going to come back to bite them in the ass in 2026 or 2028, depending on when their cycle is up. My humble opinion. You guys feel free to jump on in there and tell me I'm an idiot, but that's what I think.
Well, the only thing I'm going to say is I am going to be a selfish voter this year or this time. I mean, I'm not going to. Normally in the past, I think, oh, what's the best for most of the country or whatever. Not anymore. Because one thing I've learned in the last several actually, periods of time we've had different presidents is, which everybody knows this, you can't trust what they say they're going to do because they're most likely not going to do it. And so you really do have to kind of focus on what you're going to get, because you'll never get the perfect candidate.
True.
You'll never get exactly what you want. You really do have to sometimes look inward and say, okay, what do I really want out of this candidate? And do I really think that they can give it to me? And sometimes it may come down to single issues, because you have to play probability into it. Like Trump was going to build the wall at the Mexico border and have Mexico pay for it.
Yeah.
I hope that nobody thought that was actually going to happen. They can't even pay for their own police force or whatever. Like, what made you think that they were going to be paying for the fence? So you have to be realistic. They can promise all they want, but you have to say, what do you think they
Hey, neighbor, I'm going to put a fence on your property and I'm going to make you pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of that realization is like, that neighbor's gonna be like, fuck you, I ain't paying for it, and fuck you.
It's okay, guys.
You're not putting a fence on my yard, and no, I am not the one paying for it. If you want a fence up, you need to put it on your yard, and you need to pay for it. I mean, I was all for the wall, but that whole they're gonna pay for it thing, I already knew that wasn't gonna happen.
Exactly.
I even cut myself off that time.
So you have to be realistic. Say, okay, I know that they're going to get their ways, they're going to get their little kickbacks or whatever, but what's going to be the most benefit to me, or do I need to vote against the person that's we know that's going to wreck it? So unfortunately, that's what our vote really really counts for these days.
Well, you only have two choices.
You're not going to get that perfect guy or girl. You're not.
You're not. But you only have two choices. You can either be one. You can either be for one, or against one. And
you say that, but
if you like this guy and you don't like this guy, okay, you're gonna vote for this guy. But if you don't like anything this guy says and you don't like anything this guy says, who are you gonna vote for? Because you're still right there in the medium, and it's like you don't agree with anything. You're gonna vote third party, but when has the third party ever won? Never.
Well, okay, I agree, but your position, I mean, again, if I'm wrong, tell me, is that RFK Jr. doesn't have a chance. Is that what you're saying? And I don't care.
I don't know anything about RFK Jr., but when was the last time a third party won? And I'm just going to put it as a statistic. Yep. I mean,
if you don't like what the other two are doing, if you're basically saying your vote's thrown away and getting thrown away anyway, I think, of course, here's the tinfoil hat thing is, I mean, the media is not going to they're not going to promote an independent. There's not. There's nothing in it for them.
Well, right. Look, they've
that's why they don't get
excluded
coverage.
him. Yeah, they've excluded him.
I will say my honest opinion for Under the Rocks or After the Rocks on the Patreon show. All right.
Okay. Well, listen. I mean, RFK Jr. I mean, you don't have to go far beyond Twitter to see he has a lot of support in the crypto space. I you know, and whether you like him, don't like him, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not promoting any particular candidate beyond FJB, but beyond that, you know what I'm saying? I got these other two candidates. It's whatever to me, you know. But a lot of people in the crypto space, for whatever reason, are all about RFK Jr. And I will say this, because you said about when was the last time a third party candidate won, and you are correct. I mean, I don't even want to go look that up because I don't think they've ever won. But anyway, the point is this guy, and even like when was it Ron Paul back in the 80s or whatever ran as an independent third party candidate. This guy is polling in double digits where Ron Paul was not. So of all the third party, again, I'm speaking from my lifetime, I'm speaking from my experience. This guy is polling the highest of all third party candidates I've seen in my lifetime. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free, anybody in the comments for that matter, correct me if I'm wrong. But I mean, this guy's easily polling in, you know, the teens everywhere he go, every state at this point. Now he's on every state. He finally got all 50 states. He can be on the ballot. So it's like that tells you, or in my opinion, that tells you that people can't stand Biden. You got enough people who are like, Trump's not my guy. And okay, well, maybe we try this guy. You know what I mean? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, the other thing too is, okay, it doesn't always have to be this election cycle that they make a splash. If he gets 20% of the votes out of all three, that's a win. That is not a win for him. He won't take office, but that's a huge win for the party.
That's
all right. And and that theory of, you know, if Trump falls out, those votes may roll over to him. So, and it depends on who they're going to put somebody on a Republican ballot. So Vivek and those others, I don't think they completely withdrawn from the race. They suspended the race, so they can pop back in.
Yes,
but honestly, they wouldn't be. They're not going to pull the votes that Trump would. So then I think you'll see a lot of votes go over to RFK. So
to an RFK, I agree with you. You're right. It's a suspension. So to the point of, I think was it you, Betel, that was saying, well, what happens if he ends up getting convicted or whatever? Well, then he's off the ballot technically. And then who do they put in his place? Well, it would make sense to put like a Vivek, for that matter, in his place. And yeah, you're right. I as much as I like, honestly, I like him. I really do. I like Vivek, but I don't think the country as a whole is ready.
And I'm saving my opinions for the after hours show.
And we're gonna get to the after hours.
The only thing I can say about all this is there's only two choices. There is a third choice, but that third choice has never been elected, so you pretty much still only have two. You're either voting for this person or you're voting for that person. It's either Republican or Democrat. I mean, when I grew up, I thought I was a Democrat, or I think it was, I was a Democrat.
Yep.
Because of all the views. And then all of a sudden, in the last 10, 15 years, apparently now my views are more Republican. So now I'm a Republican. And I'm like, I just vote for whoever I understand.
Makes the most sense.
That I feel is actually going to do something instead of just talk.
Yep. I'm with you. And Sadie's saying she'd vote for Ron Paul again. There you go.
I would too.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Sadie, you know what? I'm pretty sure most of us has already voted for Ron Paul at one point in our life.
Yep.
And that's where I'm saying, unfortunately, that third party I feel has never been elected. I mean, maybe in history they have, but I'm not a history buff, so.
Okay, you're gonna make me go look it up. Damn it!
All right, while you're looking it up, so here's another thing: our generations are changing in front of our eyes. You know, the boomers are going out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So there's a lot of ideals that we've been stuck in for years that may change too. So yeah, it's probably not going to all flip this cycle, this election cycle, but there's a very good chance that, you know, if you don't really know what's on the Gen Z and the millennials' minds, so it's really going to be up to them to see where this trend rolls to.
Can I change the subject a little bit here real quick? Talking about the generations, like all the EV cars. Nobody's buying EV cars anymore. All of them things are just sitting in the lots empty. Because they understand that it's more money to charge an EV car than it is to go pump gas for 3 minutes.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
Because everybody nowadays wants convenience. They want to save money, but they want convenience. So you're not saving money by buying an EV car, but you're going to a supercharging station and sitting there for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, whatever, however long it takes. So you can drive another 200 miles. If you had a gas car, it'd take you 30 seconds and a couple gallons of gas to drive 200-300 miles.
Yeah, but who's driving? What's the average trip per day for each person? It can't be 200 miles. There's no way. Like the average.
It depends. Where do you live? Because I live out in the country. I was driving 380 miles a day round trip.
That's
and that's just to work and back. And then if I had to go to the store, that's another 10 miles one way and then another 10 miles back. I mean, I was averaging 25 to 2,800 miles a week when I'm driving.
Yeah, but I know that like the insurance used to go by the average 12,000 a year. I know it's gone up since then. It's probably closer to 15
I mean, that 1,000 miles a month is, to me,
yeah, but
out where I live, it's you're not gonna make it 1,000 miles a month. You can't even go to the store and back.
Yeah, well, it's not everybody. It's not for everybody.
For under 1,000 miles a month.
Yeah, it's not like I said. The EVs are not for everybody, but I do see. I mean, it's just like any new technology is going to get better and better. And I think really what they should have done is not went straight to the EV, got the PHEV and the hybrids down first, but it's going to get better and better.
Yeah, but I mean, didn't Ford just pull their whole EV line? Saying
this is what happens when you start too fast, too early.
Anymore?
Yeah, exactly.
It's what happens when you start too fast, too early. You got to push from the government to do that, and then it backfired. You have to do things in moderation.
Yeah, but it also comes back to the fact that, so I'm in a rural area, obviously. Our power system is from the 1940s. Now, I don't know where you live, but our power system here is actually more or less relying on people getting solar to feed back into it to help all these other people getting EV cars. But it takes 15 to 20 houses of solar panels per EV car to make up that difference. While the power company is paying us 5 cents a kilowatt hour that we put in, but they're charging us 15 cents per kilowatt hour. And that's why I was like, no, I want to do solar, but you ain't paying me a third of what I'm paying you.
You're lucky. We don't get paid anything. So I'm going to be off grid. Like when I do get my EV, it's going to be pretty much off grid for the most part until I run out of battery and then our power. But we're at 15, same like you, 15 cents a kilowatt hour.
Well, I'm actually at like 11 cents, but
yeah.
I mean, they're offering us like 3 cents a kilowatt hour if we use our solar to provide for the grid. And I'm like, why would you pay me 3 cents when I'm paying you 11? Like, I'd rather just buy batteries and store that shit and use it my damn self. Like,
right. Well, like I said, this
there I go swearing all the time again.
I was gonna say technology doesn't happen overnight. I mean, which I know the solar thing's been working well, but it's getting better and better. But the government should not have a hand in mandating that these companies do it because they were just unrealistic on their goals. So when they're forced, that's going to cause people like Ford and whoever, Chevrolet and whatever to fail when they're forced to try to do that.
The problem is that the government don't care.
I know.
They act like
I'm
they
doing it.
say they care, but then they put all these
rules
in place that restricts all these companies, and then it makes certain companies grow, and then it makes certain companies fall and crash and burn.
Look at Tesla. That's how Tesla made all its money, from government subsidies, basically.
But Elon Musk will say that he's the one that started Tesla. That fucking
okay.
There I go swearing. I'm
where did he make his money?
That little tool bag can go on the other side of this screen, because that's where he deserves.
Obviously, you guys don't like it. I think he's a good manager. He is not an inventor, but he knows how.
He's a good guy. But when he starts talking about how he invented Tesla and how he started Tesla and this, that, and the other, and SpaceX and blah, blah, blah. Dude, no, you did not. I knew about the Tesla Model S Roadster way before I knew about your fucking name in that goddamn company. Way before you were still a fucking child when I knew about fucking Tesla, you piece of fucking shit.
Well, it's like Steve Jobs was the same way. Like, you think he sat down and invented the iPhone?
Well, exactly. He was the face. He was the face. And just to answer the question before I go to this question that's here, it looks like the last third party candidate to finish as a runner-up, didn't even win in that particular election, was Teddy Roosevelt and the Bull Moose Party back in 2012. And I stand corrected with numbers according to Statista.com or whatever. It was Ross Perot back in 1992, and he actually got 18.9% of the vote, according to this. Prior to that, it was what I just read, Teddy Roosevelt in 1912 with 27.4% of the vote. So that was your last time to answer your question, all the way back to 1912, so over 100 years ago.
And it was only like 25%, maybe 26%.
It was 20. Most. Hold on. It was 27.4.
27.4.
So,
so less than a third. But like I was saying, unfortunately, no third party has ever been elected. We can.
Well, he ended up getting elected. Teddy Roosevelt was president,
but
he ended up getting elected.
Dreams.
I just want to. There was a question here somewhere, and I lost it. Where is it? Oh, right here. Disclosure Crypto, which welcome, by the way. Appreciate you being here. Don't forget to vote tonight, and I'll go over what your vote is. Can we check Gary Network? Are you guys familiar with Gary Network?
Nope.
I think I've heard it, but I don't know anything about it. I'm actually going to pull it up on CoinGecko.
Okay, I'll let you do that, and you can share your screen.
Well, no, I can't.
You can't? Okay.
We're not going to do that. I'm going to pull it up on another computer.
Okay.
Until I get so I'm working off a laptop right now.
Gotcha.
Like with this, because I do not have a microphone. That's why the other day we took over your live chat talking about microphones and
yes,
and all that. Yeah, Automatic Beats was trying to help me out a little bit, but so I got a computer I built. Awesome, love it. But I realized, hey, I have no microphone and I have no camera, so I want to use this for streaming. But the laptop, I can't do too much on a laptop at one time. I'm afraid I'm gonna crash it. There you go.
Gotcha. So Gary Network, I am 1,000% unfamiliar with this project. Coming in at about 2 cents right now. See what we got here. Gary Network. I'm going to have to change screens here. Hang on one second. Hold on. It's still loading. World's largest Web3 audio and video live streaming platform. Okay, so Steam competitor, I'm guessing. Not Steam, Fade competitor, I'm guessing. I'm just scrolling through the website here. I mean, feel free, guys, jump in, whatever. You know, I'm completely unfamiliar with this, to be honest.
Well, I like that it's on Solana.
Unlock the world of sites.
I feel when they call themselves the world's largest platform, I feel straight up a lie.
Yeah, red flagging.
No, I
yeah.
mean, if they're on Solana, I support them because I got quite a bit of Solana. So always waiting for that bag to pump a little bit more and more every day. It's okay.
But so basically, it looks like you can earn, go live, showcase your skills, earn from paid calls, gifts, and live rooms, audio chats, income through voice chats, and then text chats. So basically, I'm guessing this is for like providers. You know what I'm saying? Like content creators, that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, if you can get paid for live streaming, could be another avenue for you just to try out.
Well, here's the other.
Not saying to do it, just saying if you can get paid.
Another alternative to Odyssey.
Yes, Odyssey. Yep.
So it's nice to have a couple options.
Amen. No argument there.
Well, there's already a couple options, but I don't know what all pays and what does not, but there's always different options.
All right, well, that's pretty much their website. I'm not going to go through every page here at this point. It looks like they also have staking for those who like to stake coins. Boom. Staking options. Okay, it's taking forever to load here. Sorry, it could be my.
Yeah, here's another supposed lie. It says number 8 top grossing in social. Kind of doubt that.
Yeah.
Talking about app wise. That's in Play Store. So yeah, I kind of doubt that.
I'm with you. All right.
Well, Play Store is for Android.
And Jar agrees with you. Go Solana.
A lot of competition though.
What is it?
I doubt that, Jar. He's asking, is it related? What's that?
The Solana Soldiers. Let's go. I don't know if that's an S, but maybe it's this way. I don't know.
Close enough for government work.
Fucking BitBoy Crypto was all about Solana Soldiers, blah blah blah. Solana.
I got my Saga. I represent.
There you go. Hey,
Jar. I love my Solana phone.
While you're here, Jar, don't forget to vote. As a matter of fact, for everybody, we're gonna hold the voting open for 5 more minutes, and then we'll tabulate the final votes. So if you have not already voted, make sure you put your vote in the live chat. What we're gonna dollar cost average into here this week, again until the end of May. Web3 P2E. So your options are Ethereum, Beam, the Sandbox, Mana, which is Decentraland, Gala, and Axie Infinity. So make sure you put that in there. Again, if you're on Twitter, don't forget to put it in the comments of the live stream, and I'm going to go check that in a minute. Craig, welcome. Glad you're here. Appreciate it. Don't forget to vote. Here's your options. Just throw it in the live chat. Right now, Beam is barely in the lead. With Sandbox hot on its heels. So make sure you guys vote. And let me just close that. And we got some fire going here. What do we got going?
I'm gonna grab a beer. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go grab. Craig and Crypto. And Jar's voting for Beam. That puts Beam a little more in the lead. Appreciate that, Jar. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Going to hold the voting open for 4 more minutes. I'm going to go check Twitter while everybody's doing that. We're going to put the fire up on the screen here, get a little bit of ambiance. Thank you to Crypto Badel for providing that. Appreciate that. And I'm going to go check Twitter real quick. Or X now. You can't, you log in Twitter, it goes over to X. I had to reset everything today because of that. I guess they finally decided no more of that Twitter shit. Let's see what we got. We got 7 people watching currently on, I lied, 10 people watching currently on Twitter. Listen, if you're watching on Twitter, you can't access the live chat from Twitter, but jump into the comments and go ahead and vote. Let me just bring that up real quick. You're again till the end of May. Web3 P2E voting's open for another 3 minutes. You're gonna decide what we're gonna dollar cost average into this week. Your options are Ethereum, Beam, the Sandbox, Mana, Gala, or Axie Infinity. And let me just whoop, there we go. So again, put your vote in the comments on Twitter, and I will go and grab those ASAP. And Craig is also voting for Beam. That puts Beam now decisively in the lead. Decisively in the lead with 2 minutes left. I like those Christmas fireplace videos. You know what? I really, paperclip, that's kind of funny. I wasn't a fan of those, but like I actually used a couple of those this season when we had all the grandkids over and stuff like that. I put that up there and I thought it was all right. You know what I mean? Not so bad. Not so bad. Disclosure Crypto. Yeah, okay, awesome. And he's voting for ETH. All right. Vote has been recorded, sir. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's GPU mineable. Yeah, well, is it still? I thought since they got rid of the mining, I mean, anybody feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, since they went to proof of stake. Is that not the case? Can you still mine ETH? Do you know, 100 Air? Am I wrong? No, you can't. I didn't think you could.
Ethereum Classic. Like, all right. Sorry, I was looking at that Gary thing. No, they went proof of stake back.
I thought you couldn't mine it anymore. ETC, yes. Oh, look at Paperclip saying Jar only voted for Beam because he voted for Beam. I love it. Nothing wrong with a good competition right there. Oh, he copies your Jar. I don't know. He's like throwing it down right there.
Yeah, I thought CJ was original, man.
Oh man. Oh, Craig was talking about Beam. My bad. I'm sorry. All right. We still got the fire. Oh, he's got that fire going real good right now. Look at that. Nice. And it's starting to get dark there, so it adds to the ambiance at this point. So thank you for sharing that there.
And then you get a crotch shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, I'm sorry about the crotch shot. I didn't mean to. I just walked up and
not the fire I was looking for.
Yeah, it's all right. And see, Jar's agreeing with Paperclip. Look at this. Uh-oh. Jar, come on now. That's funny.
Hey, do you remember Milli Vanilli back in the day?
Yes.
You know, remember when they got caught lip syncing.
Lip syncing. Yep.
Yeah. So I guess that makes CJ the pretty face, and then when you have the writer paperclip.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm sorry, CJ.
I'm gonna go.
He's gonna block me on like everything now. So.
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of the people in this community are not that hated or hatred.
Yeah,
this
don't
is
got that kind of hate going on.
Yeah.
Check your phone.
All right, all right. That's it. I mean, nobody. We got more people jumping in on Twitter, and I appreciate that. But remember, on Twitter, you can't access the live chat. But that's going to do it for the voting, unless this comment is Oh my goodness! So there you go. That's for you, Badel. There you go.
You and me both, Craig Davis.
Oh shit!
You and me both, sir.
All right, that's it. Voting's over. And so the winner for tonight, from a last-minute surge of votes, is Beam. Beam, the winner for tonight. Thank you to everyone who voted. So that's what I'll be dollar cost averaging into. I do the voting on Fridays, and then I dollar cost average the following Wednesday. That's just, I try to be very consistent with the way I do it. That's when I decided to do the DCA.
So I'm gonna start. I'll buy more Beam on Wednesday.
Yep.
After work.
I mean, whether
hopefully
it's up or down, I buy
it, but I don't want to buy into Beam. Before you do. I don't want to drive that price up for you. So
yeah, that's all right.
If you do it on Wednesdays,
hey, listen,
we should email and maybe do it at the same time
and double. Yeah, listen. Again, long-term hodl. This stuff, this DCA. For those who don't know, these DCA portfolios. Once I'm done. So again, by the end of May, we're going to be done with this particular DCA portfolio. I take it. I throw it in a cold storage wallet, and everything gets put away for my grandchildren. Each grandchild gets a different portfolio, and so they're going to be that shit's just going to be sitting there. It's going to be locked up in a wallet, and it's just going to be sitting there until they learn how to utilize cryptocurrency, and then it will be given to them. Even if I'm dead, I've already made those arrangements. So there it is. That's what goes on with that, just so everybody knows. I wish I could say I keep it, but they're going to
a series about that, though.
I'm sorry.
Have you made a series about that? I mean, I know you talk about it a lot, but have you made a series about it, like
about giving it to my grandkids?
Yeah, like getting a wallet, DCAing, putting that DCA coins into that wallet. And
well,
then how
I
to
have.
It.
But like I've done it as individuals. Like, so for example, I support, and links are always in the descriptions of everything for Tangem. I really do like Tangem, and I put my money where my mouth is. I buy it for myself. That's where all their DCA stuff is going to. And so I've done it, but like in individual videos, not like, hey, this is where that DCA portfolio is. You see what I'm saying? That kind of thing. Because like last cycle, for example, there was stuff that was stakeable, like HBAR, Cardano, that kind of thing. Those are in staking options, not necessarily sitting in a cold storage. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting them earn whatever they earn. But like
that's where I'm more or less what like the exchanges. I know it's not smart to keep your money on exchanges. I have yet to pull the money together to buy a Tangem because all of my crypto is staked. All of it.
Yep.
Could be 1 month, could be 3 months, could be 6 months, could be a year. But all of my crypto right now is staked.
Well, and the only other thing I say with regard to the staking options, I don't use centralized staking options anymore. After I got burned with Celsius, I don't do that anymore. And now everything is like, so for example, the Cardano, I got my own dataless node for help me.
Wait, Cardano has a node?
Yeah, you can download the dataless wallet and set up your own node.
How much Cardano do you need for that?
1.
What?
Go to my playlist. I got an entire Cardano playlist.
I've got a couple $1,000.
You can also, if
I've
you
got a
don't
couple
want to,
thousand Cardano that I have staked on Coinbase. I'd much rather put it on a node that I could maybe have custody in my wallet.
If you don't want to download the Daedalus wallet, because when you download the Daedalus wallet to set that up, and because it's DPoS, it's delegated proof of stake. So when you download that wallet, you have to literally download the entire blockchain in order to do that. And believe me, I just ran into a problem with one of my computers with regard to that because it's just getting so huge. So you may want to consider doing something like an Exodus wallet, for example, which is still your own wallet, but you'll get a little bit less in reward. So like right now on my node, I delegate to the Crow node, so we're averaging about 5%. But on Exodus right now, you can get about 3.5 to 4%, and you still have the keys. They're still your keys. So you don't. I mean, I don't know what Coinbase is paying, but what are they? Do you want to tell everybody? Do you know what they're paying
for Cardano?
Yeah, what the APY is.
Let me just load this tab.
Okay. Well, I mean, whatever they're paying. So if they're paying
Cardano right now is 1.96% APY.
Oh shit, dude! You can go set up an Exodus wallet. Again, if you don't want to set up a Daedalus wallet, you could take your Exodus wallet, set it up, put Cardano in it, stake it, and earn between 3.5 and 4%.
The Roy wallet does the same thing. That's what I've got. So,
but how long does it have to be staked for? Is there a certain term that it has to be staked for? Like, is it 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months?
There may be a very small unlock, but it's not much of anything. It's not a term.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even think there's a term, honestly. So here's another thing. You don't get any airdrops if you stake it on a centralized exchange. So if you have it on, you may get, Charles Hoskinson may say, hey, I'm going to give all these Cardano stakers, this new token that we got. So you don't get any of that.
Yeah, but that's probably another BS wallet or some other stuff I got to download that.
Well, no. No, it'll stake it to that. It'll, like, if you're staking to that node or whatever your wallet you're staking from, say like your Roy, or which one did you say, Exodus?
I said Exodus, yeah.
So what would happen is if you get an airdrop, it drops in that same wallet. That token list is already there, and you'll just see it. Unlike MetaMask, where you got to go add the token, all these other wallets, as soon as you drop something, it shows up. Yeah, so there's that. And like I said, the fee or your custody, you have the custody of the tokens. All right, there's that advantage. You can take it anywhere you want. You put it on any phone, or depending on what type of wallet it is. So you have so much more flexibility when you have that, and you can actually choose who you're staking with. So there's some of these guys, like he said, Crow. He's an influencer, hardcore ADA guy. But I do this with Cosmos ecosystem tokens, Solana. I mean, with my Solana phone and
that's where I've got all my stuff staked. Well, not all of it, but my 15 to 18,000 ADA.
Oh my God, dude!
Coinbase.
You could be making so much bigger returns.
I've got 10,000 Crow staked on Crypto.com. I've got Cosmos. I used to stake a lot of fucking Algorand on Coinbase also, and then they got rid of that, so then I sold it. Well, sold half of it. But
oh my goodness, that the Cardano. I mean, I can speak for the Cardano because I stake it in multiple places. If you do it in Daedalus, you can easily get 5% APY.
Like, what's the time to unstake and the process to sell it though? Because I know Coinbase is like 3 to 5 days, and
that's because you're locking. Okay, that's because
and then you sell it, and then it's and then after that it's instant. But
yeah, but here's what you're doing. Think about it this way: you can do what they're doing on your own, and it's instant. You unlock it instantly, okay? Because you still control the keys. You gave control of the keys to Coinbase. Coinbase is taking those keys, putting it in one of these DPoS pools to stake it. And in order to make sure that they have time to like pull it out and do that, because you got to think about how much money they got going in and out of these stupid things. They're taking the lion's share of the cut, first off, because they're probably putting it in a pool that's making 5%. They're giving you, what'd you say, 1.9 or whatever the hell it was?
Yeah, like 1.96.
Yeah, you're not even getting 2% of that. They're keeping 3%. They're giving you 2%. And they control the keys. So the U.S. government says, come and give it to me. You just lost all your Cardano because Coinbase is just going to go and cough it up. Versus you take that money out. Again, even if you decided you wanted to hold it on your phone and use the Exodus wallet, you could end up getting 3.5 to 4% by doing it that way, because they're doing basically the same thing, but they're doing it where you hold the keys. So I can walk into Exodus, say, unstake my Cardano, and poof, I can do whatever I want to do with it.
Can I access my Exodus wallet through internet, like on my laptop, or is it only via phone?
Exodus has 3 types of wallets. They have a desktop, which was their original wallet. They have a mobile version, and they have a web version. And I think, don't hold me to this because I do all my staking on the desktop version, but I think you can stake. Well, I know you can stake on the desktop version, and I think you can also stake on the web version. I'm not sure about the mobile version.
But what about 2FA though?
What about it?
So like on Coinbase, if I buy or sell or trade, I have to open up the authenticator app on my phone and enter a code.
That's a Coinbase
thing. That?
No, because you control your wallet. You control the keys. Right now, Coinbase.
Yeah, but I like to have separate security to make sure that.
Well, you can set that up.
If somebody takes my laptop or takes my phone, they can't have access to all my crypto. They would have to have both to access, per se, all my crypto.
You can set that up.
Okay.
You can set up whatever passwords, whatever you want. At the end of the day, if you do good wallet hygiene, which controlling
I just stake it and I just leave it and I look at it like once a month and I go, oh fuck, I made like $500 last month. Cool, fine, whatever.
And if I mean, maybe 100 Air can chime in about. What'd you say you use, Roy? You said 100 Air.
Yeah, hang on. I lost. Hold on. Sorry, I lost. All right. Yeah, YOROI.
Yeah. Okay. I don't on that one. Does it automatically, like when you earn your rewards, whatever they are, does it automatically roll it in so then your amount that you're staking continues to increase?
Yeah, I think it does. What did they call that? Restaking or whatever.
Yes. Yeah. So like Coinbase probably does that for you. So when you earn whatever you earn on Coinbase, they probably roll it then into your thing. So it continues to increase your amount.
Yeah.
So Yoroi obviously does that. Daedalus does that automatically as well. I will tell you that Exodus, on the other hand, does not. You have to go in and actually claim it, and then it goes in. So there's an extra step with Exodus. But right now, at the end of the day, you are hurting yourself with regard to returns on your Cardano by, again, I mean, what are you getting? Yoroi, you get the same, I'm assuming, because you can like delegate to any of those pools that are existing, correct?
Right. Yeah, I actually got it pulled up in another tab. Yeah, you got a choice, and it's got a lot of different, everybody's got their own rate, and I think it has something to do with how much they've got staked, and I don't really. It's not as smooth as what I remember it being, but it doesn't matter. I always go with safety. Like whoever I'm staking with, I want to know that they are established.
Yes.
So there is Crow, and then there's another guy. I can't even remember the guy's name. It was like one of the very first guys I subscribed to. CCV2 and CCV1. I can't even remember. I don't even remember what his channel name is, but it's another hardcore ADA guy. Yep. And I got my stuff staked to his pool.
Yep.
But what you should be doing is keeping it decentralized and not trying to go with the most popular pool. You know, go with a slightly lower holder to keep it all decentralized and keep it spread out, just in case someone.
So are you hating on me because I'm staking my Cardano on Coinbase? Then is that kind of what you're saying?
I'm not hating on you, but what I'm telling you,
it's not the smartest move, is what you're telling me.
It absolutely is not, brother.
Hasn't really said much, so I'm curious on his opinion.
And
listen, well, you have more advantages to. Well, you have all the control. It's the whole idea of decentralization, and crypto is to be your own person and be your own.
Yeah, but the problem is every time you transfer crypto, there's a shitload of fees.
Even if you were to eat those fees,
there I go swearing again.
Well, but even if you eat those fees, think about this. First off, Cardano has low fees. I don't care how you slice or dice it. The fees on Cardano are nothing. And then you move that, you're instantly giving yourself a 3% APY raise by taking it, whether you go to Yoroi, like he's saying, or a Daedalus, like I'm saying, and then you get maybe a 2% raise if you go to like Exodus. So either way, getting out of that, one, you own your keys, like he just said, so you control your crypto, and two, you pick the DPoS you want to use. You pick who you're going to stake it with. You know, pick whoever you want.
To be honest, I have a hard time believing it. I'm not saying it's not true, but I've been in crypto long enough that there were so many people that were pushing the Ledger wallets and this, that, and the other, and then Ledger turned out to be a fucking bust. Now they're pushing the Tangem, and
go check out.
Tangem is good. I want to buy one. I still have yet to buy a wallet, but the next big wallet's going to get hacked, and then it's going to be the next thing, and then it's, you know, and it's just like a downfall effect, and it's just like, so I'm comfortable with where I'm at. I could earn more if I transferred it somewhere else, but right now I'm comfortable where I'm at. It takes 5 days to get my money out. F it.
So what you're telling me is you don't think Coinbase is a target for hackers?
Oh, they are, yeah.
Okay, then.
For sure.
You are less of a target for hackers.
Exchange.
You are less of a target for hackers than Coinbase. So not only are you losing money by leaving it on Coinbase, not only are you paying them.
It's not that I'm losing money. It's I'm not getting as much APR as
losing money.
Other wallet that only few people use.
No, that's not true. Oh my goodness. The Daedalus wallet has been around. I mean, correct me, whoever.
Correct me.
The Daedalus wallet has been around since like literally the second iteration of Cardano.
So I used MetaMask, and MetaMask burned me, and I will never use MetaMask ever again.
MetaMask is centralized.
I would like to recover my wallet from MetaMask to recover my funds, but even with the seed phrase, they really don't care. Their customer service is what comes out of my bong hole every morning and gets flushed away in the toilet. To put it nicely.
Craig is saying I'm guessing 2.5% is related to Cardano. Jar is saying he loves Exodus Wall. I just want to catch up on some of these. I've been sitting here talking. He uses Paperclip saying he uses Atomic Wallet. Can you stake an Atomic Wallet, Cardano? I didn't think you could.
I think so.
Can you? Okay.
Let me look at one of my phones. I've got Atomic. There are certain ones you can stake, and I would imagine ADA would be one.
And
I get like $4 a day.
Jar is correcting me. Jar is correcting me. He's telling me that you can stake on all 3 versions of Exodus. I was unaware of that, so thank you, Jar, for correcting me with regard to that. Appreciate that. And
4% on Atomic Wallet to stake. But see, they did get a hack a while back. So,
which is why I wouldn't recommend an Atomic Wallet. I wouldn't even, honestly, I wouldn't push Exodus. And I can't speak for you, Roy. I don't use it. I mean, please chime in, 100 Air. But like, I don't. I like Exodus Wallet. I think it's a solid wallet. If you set it up correctly, sandbox it. If you're using it on a laptop, and even I actually like their web version. To be completely honest with you, I actually do like their Web3 version wallet. And then I feel pretty solid with regard to that. But if I was going to be staking, and for the majority of what I stake, my Cardano is on Daedalus, because I load it, I verify the blockchain, I own the keys, I am the guy who sets up the passwords, the security, the whole 9 yards. And again, I sandbox it, take all the security, I use a dedicated computer, the whole 9 yards. And then I put it to, again, like I said, the ones that are on that particular computer go all to Crow node, and it's average of 5% APY, and I control the keys. If I want to sell my Cardano, which I did sell a bunch of Cardano like a year and a half ago, or whatever the last peak was. That was probably 2 years ago now, whatever.
2021.
Yeah. I sold a bunch of Cardano, bought a house. Boom. That quick. Just unstake. I didn't even have to unstake it. I literally just sent it.
What were your fees like on that, though?
With those wallets?
What were your fees like on that, though?
What was my fees? I paid like my gas fee to do what? First off, there was zero gas
fees in general. Like
all
gas fees together.
There was 0 gas fees for unstaking anything. And my gas fee to send literally almost $10,000 worth of Cardano was like less than $1. Probably not even. It was probably closer to 50 cents.
Yeah. So the other thing with the wallets, those wallets, even Ledger, you can't get hacked if you're not connected. So you have the connected sites, and you need to be very familiar with the wallets that you're using. So when you have connected sites, so like MetaMask, you can leave those connections on. That's how you can get drained. And I got drained 0.25 BTC because I was using the same wallet to play this game. I felt very good about the wallet, but it's your connections, and all it takes is to connect. So honestly, if you had that app offline, like you kept that offline all the time until you get ready to transact, you probably got the best chance of not getting hacked by being completely offline, because then it's like having a paper wallet.
Yeah, but then you got to wait for your wallet to sync, and who knows how long that's going to take.
No, the wallet won't sync because it's all on the blockchain. Now,
I know what he's talking about.
The nodes have to sync, like the Daedalus will have to sync.
Whatever, there's syncing time. If you put $50 in a wallet right now and you throw it away, and then 15 years later you pull that wallet out, that wallet still has to sync just so you can have access to that fucking crypto.
No, it doesn't.
Go ahead. You explain it.
No, it doesn't. All right. So number one, your funds are not on a wallet. Your funds are on the blockchain, on this address out there. Now, if you're running a node and your software is dependent on that node to populate your stuff, like your Caspa, like I got a Caspa wallet, and I can't make a transaction in it until it syncs up. But most wallets are not that way. It just basically it takes your private keys and your public keys and attaches itself to that blockchain.
I mean, the old school wallets, the old school crypto doesn't need to sync. All this new age crap has to sync.
It depends on what it is.
In order for you to send and receive.
No, it really depends. Like I said, if it's a node, if it has a node attached to it, then yes, it has a sync. But a lot of wallet and node are two different things.
My dataless has to sync. So right now, in order for me to do whatever I want to do, I have to let it sync and then go into the wallet and do what I got to do. So yes, I guess in theory, I got to plan accordingly. Because that's where the majority of my funds are. Do you see what I'm saying? But by the same token, somebody has to go through some serious hacking skills to get to that money. And the US government ain't coming to Coinbase and saying, give me that, lock that, freeze that. Ain't happening. Because the only person in control of that is me. Do you see what I'm saying? And if you use good hygiene, and I mean, again, guys, 100 air, whatever, feel free. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. You use good wallet hygiene, good security, you know, and I'm talking whatever device you're on. I like dedicated devices for my crypto. So it doesn't go to all these other sites. It doesn't go to YouTube. It doesn't go to these places. It goes to where I need it to go, an exchange and even exchanges like Coinbase. If I go to Coinbase, I use Coinbase like a freaking public restroom. I go in, I do what I got to do, and I get the fuck out. And that's it. That's it. I don't spend any time on there. I don't do anything. I go buy what I got to buy, send the money I got to buy, or whatever I need. I get it. And as soon as I can get it
go there and I sit on the toilet and I'm there for 3 to 5 years.
Well, you know, maybe you got stomach issues. I don't know. No, but yeah, you get what I'm saying? And I would rather be 100% in control. And if I lose it, guess whose fault it is? Looking at the guy in the mirror. That's it. You know, I don't trust Coinbase. They're great. They're good for what they are. I promote them. But at the end of the day, I don't trust them to hold my shit. I don't trust any bank to hold my shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I've used other wallets. I've used other exchanges, and it's like transferring this to that. One little missed letter, one little missed period, one little missed comma, and all your shit's gone. I mean, I've lost thousands of XRP because of that little other thing that, you know, not password, not passkey, but
no, it's the
when you send XRP, there's like another 10-digit or 12-digit code that you got to use, and I was one letter off one time, and I lost tens of thousands of XRP because I missed one little fucking letter. Well, I was using some bullshit ass fucking wallet, trying to send it to another bullshit ass wallet, and it's like, you know what? I'm tired of sending money. I'm just gonna keep it where it's at, and that's it.
That's why I spread my stuff across several wallets. I never have too much money on one, just in case I do something wrong. So,
well, I mean, but that's the whole thing: is never spend what you're willing to lose. Like, I can lose all that money, and yeah, I'd be depressed for a day or two, but that's it. Like, that's that 50,000 that's on Coinbase. Yeah, I would be depressed, but fuck it, you know? I mean, I still got shit on crypto. I still got crypto.com. I still got shit on other wallets, other exchanges. Like,
but all I'm gonna say is they're all on centralized locations, and that's the problem, my friend. And again, you do you. I'm not trying to tell you.
But if I had one wallet and I put all of my crypto on that one wallet,
but
then I'm risking all of my crypto on one wallet rather than having it diversified throughout different exchanges, different wallets. I mean, you can hate, I got Coinbase, I got crypto.com, I got this, I got that, but you know, if this exchange goes down, I still got this, I still got that. Like, I don't want to lose that money, but I can also lose it.
It ain't about hate
by sending it to a freaking wallet though.
You do have to be
sending it
comfortable
to
in your
another
shoes.
exchange.
Yeah, it ain't about hate. It's just about, okay, like for example, right now, all of this DCA portfolio stuff is sitting on crypto.com. I'm waiting to the end, and then I'm gonna pull it off. But as soon as I'm done, guess where it's going? In my friggin' cold storage wallet, and that's it. Done. Ain't nobody touching it for a dozen years. That's it. That's it. It's done. I don't want to leave it there because I don't trust any of these places. Jar, thank you, man. Appreciate you being here. Go spend time with the family later. And by the way, thank you again for catching my. I gotta make that up there. Yeah. I use Coinbase like a public restroom. It's true, man. It's true.
Yep.
But anyway, appreciate it, Jar. Thanks, man. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump in that.
Maybe this should after the rocks.
Yeah. We can wind it up pretty soon. I guess if you guys want to join me for that. What he's referring to is again, I know some people kind of came in a little bit later, so I'll just throw it out there. One of the suggestions that came after a conversation after a Crypto on the Rocks. I mean, again, Paperclip and I, Badal and I literally have talked for hours after a live stream, and Badal suggested that I put that behind like on a Patreon account. One, it would help me obviously for those who end up signing up for the Patreon, but it would also allow for us to not necessarily have to worry about YouTube community guidelines and all this other baloney, because we know how that goes. We talked about that earlier. So that's what he's referring to, and I think we'll jump over to that in a little while. And matter of fact, I'll put a link for that in the chat shortly before I end up ending the stream. Wow, say that 5 times fast. Before I end up ending the stream. But again, it's a behind the paywalls kind of thing. That way we can say what we want, and it doesn't matter. So FYI. Mindset, you need to watch hours to monetize. I have a lot of Windows PC. I think you're asking, what do I have for hours? Sadie, I was talking about this actually before you came on, I think. I was talking about potential. I think I'm getting a little bit of shadow banning going on because I was at about oh, do I need watch hours? Yes. In order to get monetized. Yes. I've got plenty of people, and I was close with the hours. I mean, my hours were easily like right around that 200-hour mark on a consistent basis in of like a 30-day period, whatever the hell it was. So I was slowly getting there. I was close. But now I've noticed that they've dropped off between 80 and 75 and 80 hours over the course of a month. So I'm down now to like about 125 or 130 hours.
Well, I'm sorry, I haven't been here in a month. So
yes, and
that's why your watch hours are
it was because he wasn't here.
People just come to
bro.
See my fuckery.
Yes,
it's all on you.
So,
to put it nicely.
Yeah. So yes, I am trying to get the watch hours up, and that's why when that all came up, it was because like Tech Man has shared out this live stream, and Badal was talking about sharing the live stream, and so on and so forth, and that's where we kind of got on that topic. So yeah, we did discuss it, and that's where I'm at this point, and yeah. Anyway, that's what that as they say is that. At this point, but yeah, I think we'll wrap it pretty soon, and then you know what, you guys go ahead and chat for a minute while I pull this information together, if you don't mind. Go ahead, it's all you guys. Chat about whatever you want. You don't have to.
But El's yawning, so he's bored, so he's ready, so he can open up the can.
Yeah, and
it's been a long day, and I still have to work in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm trying to cover up my shirt the best I can and still show the fire, because I don't know about
you're doing good. I like the ambiance,
all that nice stuff.
So is that a Mark V Supra on the shirt?
I don't know. It's just
it kind of looks
whatever the newest Supra body style. I mean, That was a few years ago. You know, like Tuner Call. It was a website. I think it still is, and you just kind of like Diesel Brothers, 8080, all that. You could just you buy a couple T-shirts or whatever. You get entered to win a car. Yeah, I bought a lot of that shit. Never won, but you know what? It never hurts to try. So fuck it.
Yep.
It's just actually one of the fewest shirts that I bought probably 5 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, that still actually holds and still looks good to this day. I've bought shirts from a year ago and paid the same price. And if I put it on, you'd be like, what does that say? Because all the letters and everything and just fall off real quick. So I got to give this company out a shout out. Not that I want to, but it's still comfortable. And after 5 years of washing and wearing, it still looks like it's almost brand new.
Yeah.
When I can pull a shirt out from 2 years ago from another company and I could put it on, you'd be like, the hell does that say? It's, like that's a shirt that I pretty much wear inside out because it's so disgusting. It's not disgusting, but it's, like when you're missing 90% of what it's supposed to be, it's disgusting in my opinion. Like I should just throw it away, but
when the screen print falls into your food, then it's time to retire the shirt.
Yeah, but instead I just cut it up and turn it into rags, and I use it in the garage or
Yeah.
in the shop or at work.
My prior thing to crypto was I was a car guy. I haven't even touched my stuff in a while, but like I can't complain about spending money on stuff because that is cars is just a money pit, especially when you start buying racing parts. I mean, you're not going to get any kind of return out of that. So won a few races, but that nowhere near paid for anything that I, bought. So yeah.
So the day before I graduated high school, long story short, the day before I graduated high school, I bought a Subaru WRX. It was an 03. Or no, it was an 02 WRX, but I bought it in the beginning of 03. I bought it the day before I graduated. Spent 4 months with that thing in pieces in my garage. And after that, me and my buddy who had a 5.0 Mustang, we were not racing. And we'd always guarantee a win. Because if it wasn't me winning, it was him. Because there was always one of us faster. And if he lost, then I'd race. And then I would win. And it was a good time. A lot of money making back in the day, but not legal.
It was fun, but there's so many things that can go wrong, and it is a.
But then I got into motorcycles, and then I got a DUI, and then I just sold everything and said fuck it, and still kind of saying fuck it, but whatever.
I'm assuming this comment from Paperclip is regarding what you guys are talking about.
I guess it's WRX.
I have no idea.
Sorry, I stepped away for a minute. I apologize. Oh, and then he's saying Gildan shirts are the best.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's funny what you were talking earlier. Like some of the quality shirts you get are random, like extremely random. And like some places, like I went to Sam's Club and got shirts. And I'm like, these are going to be nice. Dude, they were garbage. 2 washes, and they're like, oh, man.
I can't even look at the tag right now. I'm trying, but I'm pretty sure I've got some Gildan shirts. I don't know if they're good or not. But yes, Paperclip, I agree with the WRX. I still miss my WRX. One of these times I'm going to show some pictures of my past WRX and the shit I used to do. I got a beautiful picture because there's a private lake near me that I grew up in. And the bridge to get from one side to the other side was underwater. And it was an underwater bridge. That's the way it was meant to be. So we used to go through there like 60, 80 miles an hour. And it would just throw up water. So I have a picture of my 02 WRX I call angel wings because the water flows up and around and it almost looks like wings.
Yeah.
And it's such a beautiful fucking picture. And still, even 20 years to this day, I look at that picture and I go, man, I miss that fucking car.
But now you have Cardano, so you're good. You got just take a picture next to Charles Hoskinson's screenshot.
I gotta get my life together, and I gotta buy my
back up to all-time highs. He's in, man.
Yeah. I gotta get my life together, and I'm gonna buy my Ducati, and then after that, fuck the car. I want my Ducati.
Nice. All right, I don't know, 100 Air. Do you want to join us over on Patreon? Well, that way we can actually talk live here. Say what we want, kind of thing. You're more than welcome.
Well, if Bedell's going to strip off his shirt, then no, I'm going to pass.
I'm not. But, I'm just trying to cover it up. All right. I was looking at the tag earlier. I don't think anybody said anything about me taking my shirt off.
This is why you get demonetized.
Yeah.
This kind of behavior right here. So I'm gonna pass. I'm done. Hey, I finally, not that this should be super public. I was having a kidney stone issue, I think 2 weeks ago. It's gone. Yay. So
that's awesome.
I've never had one, but I've heard stories. So good job, man.
Yeah.
Kidney
stones. It's glad that you should be glad it's gone, and hopefully no more anytime soon. Praise Jesus.
Right. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and crash out. It's getting past my bedtime. So, but no, I thanks for letting me come on again. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. You're always welcome, my friend. Always. Any of my live streams, you're always welcome.
Awesome.
Appreciate you being here.
You guys have fun.
All right.
I'm gonna check out.
Have a good one, man.
All right. Have a good night, man. Later. What's Paperclip saying here? Old Arc, the guy at the TA, said he sold his broken Super for $6,000 and bought Render at 42 cents. Well, I think long-term Render is going to be a good buy. I mean, right now, isn't it a couple of bucks now? I feel like I don't. Hold on, I'm going to go look it up. I don't remember.
Let's see.
Hang on, gonna get there.
It's hard to really. Okay, so this YouTuber sold his broken Supra and then bought this coin.
Hang on, let's get rid of that.
There's a lot of people that sell stuff to buy stuff, and a lot of people just lose money on that.
Well, not $10? Him, obviously.
Nice.
Good for him. Holy shit. Good for him. Yeah. So yeah, big win. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And yes, thanks to 100 Air for being here. Absolutely. Appreciate that.
Yeah, but Paperclip, what do you say about me buying fucking Solana at $25 and then selling it at 196, 198? I don't remember what it was, but I mean, I was buying Solana at mid-20s. I mean, it may not be a 20x, but I still sold it.
That's still a good X.
And then when it dropped back down, I still bought more, and I'm waiting for it to go to 500-600. I mean,
what is that? That's like 7-8x. I mean, that's winner chicken dinner right there.
At $25 when it hit 200, it was a 4x.
No, 4x would be 100.
Okay, so an 8x.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 7-8x.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know I made enough money that I was like, I gotta sell some of it.
I don't really buy, to be honest. I'm a miner. Yeah, well, I get that.
Hey, as long as you learn to hodl and you can pay for that power bill outright out of your pocket, then yeah, you're hodling. But
and
I shut off most of my farm because I realized that extra $5 a day that I'm paying in power to get $2 worth of crypto, I'm better off paying $5 a day per Bitcoin or buying $5 worth a day of whatever coin I want to buy rather than paying the power company to where I'm going to only get $2 worth of coins.
And I get it. It all depends on a lot of different factors. I get
and
it.
that's where I had to shut off most of my farm just because the power bill was way too much and the money I was getting in was not enough.
So he's basically, we got you. You're spending 2 cents to make 6. I got it.
Yeah, but you used to. So what are you doing now?
No,
are you spending 6 cents to make
he's
2
saying
cents?
He spends, no, he's telling you he spends 2 cents to make 6.
Right, but I'm saying he used to.
No.
So what?
What he's I think that's why he's got the asterisk here. I think that was a typo. He's telling you he spends 2 cents to make 6.
Well, I know, but in the first few words of a sentence is I used to.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. And here he's got asterisks, so I'm thinking that was a typo.
Yeah. He used to spend 2 cents to make 6 cents. Okay, I understand that, but when you start spending 6 cents to make 2 cents, what do you do then? You know?
And Alexander, welcome, sir. We're probably going to be wrapping it pretty soon, so I apologize that you're just getting here, but I appreciate you being here. And Paperclip saying, yeah, it was a typo. Yeah. So basically, he's telling you he spends 2 cents to make 6 cents, and he's talking per phone.
Okay, I mean, that's not bad. It's not a big profit, but
yeah, 2 for 6 is a great deal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, Alexander. Exactly.
But I'm saying though, like with my farm, that's how I was, and then all of a sudden it turned into I'm spending $6 to make $2, and that's why I just shut it off, or most of it off. And I'd rather take that $4 instead of paying the electric bill. I'd rather take that $4 and buy whatever fucking
and
crypto
buy
I
it.
want.
Yeah, buy it. Yeah.
In essence, just buy Bitcoin.
Makes sense. And you got 152 phones. God bless you, man. That's all I got to say right there. God bless.
That's a lot of USB ports.
I know, man. Oh, crazy.
I've got 23 USB ports for Chia on my hard drive in my gaming computer, and that processor alone just hates playing games because it has to deal with all that transactions and everything from the Chia miner. And it's like, fuck you.
It's like, bleh.
I can't stop sweating.
That's funny.
I've had too many. I cannot stop.
I gotta go reload. I'm out. I got but I think I'm gonna do that.
You know what? It'd be a good time to end this.
And that's why I said I'm gonna swap over. Yeah. Exactly. So hold on one second here. What do I got? I have people are in the chat too quick here. 150 says I have never tried Chia yet.
I wouldn't do it right now. It's fucking worthless. I made my money in the first 6 months that it got onto exchange, and since then it's kind of been I've been looking more or less at space mesh. But I'm in their Discord. I've looked it up. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet because there's no exchange for it. But that's where I made all my money on Chia. I mean, I was selling Chia at fucking $1,400 a fucking piece.
So what?
I mean, I regretted. What's it at now?
No, he's 32? Asking. Alexander is asking. So what's the strategy? I'm not sure exactly what he's referring to. No, bro. WRA, AI, and DPIN. Set to 100x.
So he had AI in there, and then DPIN, which you talked about DPIN earlier. AI is obviously artificial intelligence. RWA, I got
real world assets. Real world assets. Okay. So it's basically what BlackRock has been talking about, trying to tokenize real world assets. Yep, here he goes. And real world assets, AI, and DPIN. I agree. And Alexander, I know you're just chiming in here, but like for the second half of 2024, I'm thinking I'm going to go with DPIN. And yes, he's hitting on the point right here, deep as a part of the crypto portfolio. And DPIN is basically RWA, sure, because that's where you're using your stuff like your weather miners, your hype mappers, your this, that, and the other thing. Yes, exactly. And so yeah, so on. And get rid of that. We don't need that. What's that? Good choice. DPIN is a yeah. I think that I'm basically, just so you know, Alexander, again, and for those who are chimed in after I talked about it, basically what I'm going to do is put together a list of DPIN projects and blockchains, that kind of thing, and I'm going to let you guys probably starting next week start voting, and we're going to narrow it down to about 5 or 6, and that'll be what will be the portfolio that starts in June. That you guys will be voting on for what we're going to dollar cost.
Can you do me a small favor?
Sure.
And do a video on how to invest in these DPIN projects?
If I can, but you could go do it and find it today if you go to Jar's channel.
Okay.
Jar has a shit.
I mean, maybe at least just link somebody else's channel, but I didn't even know about DPIN until I got on the stream.
Yeah, no, that's all right. But Jar,
3.5 hours ago.
Like, yeah, he shows like literally step by step for a lot of these nodes to do this DPIN stuff. Yeah, IOTX, yep, DPIN coin, yep, IOTX. Yeah, good choice. Yep, exactly. So that's what's coming, Alexander. Again, I know you're just kind of jumping in here, so. But
well, we need to get on the Patreon side, so
yeah, that's what we're gonna do
a little bit.
I'm gonna be wrapping this guys up. Yes, exactly. Follow Jar's tutorials. Exactly. Jar's tutorials are awesome. I know he's gone right now, but his tutorials are awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping up, guys, right now. Appreciate everybody that's being here. I appreciate everybody that jumped in on this chat right now. The 100 Air and Paperclip, thank you so much for being here. Everybody in the chat, thank you. Everybody that voted, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll be here next Friday again, 7 p.m. Eastern time for Crypto on the Rocks. But I put a link. Matter of fact, hold on one second. I'm going to put it back in the chat right now. Basically, we're going to be heading over to Patreon, so it's going to be behind a paywall, and most that way we can talk our minds and swear as much as we want, basically, in a proverbial nutshell. And so you can find us there. I just put the link in there, and yes, you're welcome. Sadie, appreciate you being here. Thank you. Beetle's just Sadie saying thank you. A great wall I had it for 3. I'm just double checking, make sure I'm not missing. Hey, listen, happy hashing, everyone. Yes. Hey, no worries, Alexander. I appreciate you showing up when you did. I appreciate that very much. And again, thank you to everybody. You have yourself a great night, a great weekend, and we will see you again next week. Hopefully, Beta will be here to join us. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you on Patreon, God willing. All right, later.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.